or sit and observe you for a little longer. I'm not wrong. And even if I were, it doesn't matter, because everyone believes I'm not wrong. Now, what should I do with you? Should I make you crawl on all fours and kiss my feet for the rest of your life? The power of the science that descended upon this land so long ago has transformed into a religion revered by humans. Does that mean I was brought into this world in exchange for some divine offering?
Should be good. Okay. So we kind of did some of the daily stuff.
Nothing is happening at all.
Alright. So we need to burn stamina, we need to do arena. Alright. I forgot how pitiful those arena things were. Well, time to climb back.
I appreciate that you came all this way to see me. Now die. Rest in eternal bliss.
That's how it's done. I only play to win.
She plays to win. I mean, pays to win.
Is that our next mark?
That's how it's done. I only play to win.
Alright, so let's see. We're gonna need to work with the quirk system at some point today. Burn energy. Check gears. I think we need to reset.
Is that our next mark?
The world is
I think we need to reset some things. Because it looks like some of those
impossible.
I'll hold this planet in my
presets are
grasp for all eternity.
Hello there. Good morning. How are you doing today? Hello there. Hello there. Good morning. Waking up
I
slowly?
appreciate that you came all
Bruh,
this way to
I've been
see
up
me.
since 4 hours ago.
Say your prayers to me.
4.5 hours ago,
Rest in
actually.
eternal bliss.
Ugh.
Comply with my commands, and I'll let you stay.
Working for the man. For the man. Hell yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's been a quiet night for you.
I'm not one to fight meaningless battles, but you leave me
Good
no
morning,
other
everyone.
option. Say your prayers to me.
So I realized I need to work in the quirk system into the Ultimate
We
Beginner's
should
Handbook,
celebrate
and I also
with a
need to work in
banquet.
exclusive equipments, like actually explain that shit. My days of waking up at 4 a.m. are over. Here's the thing, I do it willingly. For the past weeks, it's pretty chill but eerie. Well, means it's not a whole lot to do. I remember when you used to take your PC to work. That was funny. Been in and out of sleep. Fair.
I appreciate that you came all this way to see me. Now die.
Say your prayers to me. Rest in
I think we'll just do the
eternal
5 attacks today. Or the 5,
The strong survive. Perish. Trifling beings.
enough to get to 10,
Embrace
is
the
what I'm
breath
trying
of
to say.
extinction.
How do you like the game after not playing a while? I stopped
You
playing
guys
and just
trust
started
me,
again. Find
right?
it really fun. Lots of
Look at
rewards.
this. Our
Um,
thinks they're leaving.
So overall,
ready
it
to
seems
pay
like
for your
it's
doubts.
a
Trash. Here I come. Spill your blood.
bruh. Is this? There's no way this thing ends up platinum.
An opening. Did you lower your guard?
Either I missed a crit or something
Comply
happened.
with my commands. And I'll
But
let you
overall,
stay.
coming back, there's a lot more to do than I was expecting, and that's kind of the problem for me because I've got to catch up on so much so fast. But honestly, that's also a good thing for how long I had been gone. So I would say it's a good change coming back. Now the question is, will Major 9 have the balls to do what they need to do and fix the game? Like, that's gonna be I think the big thing here is, will they be able to do everything that was needed that Smilegate neglected? And right now, with the direction of the video, it's looking like they're going to do it correctly. It's just, will
I'm not one to
the
fight
community
meaningless
finally
battles,
come back
but
and
you
give the
leave
game a
me
second
no
chance
other
versus
option.
thinking it's just
It's
EOS
my
and
dog.
done. Really hope the game takes off to make it worth
I'll
your
hold
time.
this planet in my grasp for all eternity.
So good because when you're bored of a story, there's so much to do. That's true. I mean, there is always always something to do. The issue that one of the things I remember that we ran into a lot, and I'm not sure if it's going to be consistent here, is will we end up
Oh, is that our next mark?
Say your prayers.
I just realized Valentine's not geared. That's what's going on.
Impossible. Might makes right. Perish.
I figure streamers make a game
Contemptuous
happen.
world.
Well,
Witness
yes
the
and
power
no.
of the white dragon.
So here's the thing. They're not
Alright,
doing
let's test our luck.
a
Look at this. Our guest
lot
thinks
of
they're leaving.
they really didn't do a lot of promotion at all when it came to the game. They did a collab and I never heard about it. Let's start there.
Endurance cannon.
They collabed with an IP that's on my top 3 anime list and I didn't know it.
The paradise.
Let's put that out in perspective. I'm pretty sure it's top 3. Hold on, let me check Twitch. Twitch has got my thing. Is it exclamation anime? Yes. Okay, here. Yes, I have a spreadsheet for this, and yes, it's number 2 on my list. Number 1, Fairy Tail. Number 2, Danmachi. Number 3, Overlord. And honestly, I think Overlord could kind of go to number 2. Yeah, so that's probably somewhere in there. Anyway, not really important. But the fact is, yeah, the Danmachi collaboration. The fact that that came out and I didn't know it, not that I would have come back either way because I had like no Aether to do anything. I might spend a bit to show appreciation. Hope they give the game more goodness and collaboration events. Yes, I mean, that's kind of where I'm looking at. Like, I already popped up the monthly as of yesterday.
I appreciate that you came all this way
And
to see me. Now die.
now I'm looking at,
Rest in eternal.
you know, I might try to buy a costume sometime between now and
Might makes right. Perish.
Christmas time, depending on, you know, what it is.
World.
I just had to buy Battlefield because I know several people were going to be playing it. I've been wanting to play it, so that kind of took the money that I was going to spend on any games gone now for a while. Because we had just bought Halo Master Chief Edition while it was on sale. Where did my pen go? There it is. Bell was a free unit and you were able to 6-star him, I think. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I would have gone balls deep for Ryu, though. That's the thing. Me and Ryu. So I would have been instantaneously
Is that our next mark? Say
like
your prayers.
into it for Ryu. Which means if she ever gets a rerun, we're 6-starring her. And I'm terrified to think about how much that's going to cost.
Might
That's
makes
going to be
right.
a lot.
Disappear. Contemptuous world. Witness the power of the
So,
For my next trick, disappear.
I got so many D-Lunas from rerolling, I feel obligated to spend $30 for a game so
punishment
far.
for being
That's a great way to look at it.
You guys trust me.
I got,
Look at this. Our guest thinks they're leaving.
I got 2 when I finally told her. However, I didn't just instantaneously do it. Although I did get her once on each account, so I mean, I can't really talk about that in a bad sense. I did do the reroll guide, got it in one crack, and my test account got it on the first crack, so yeah, we definitely... Alright, you're handing me that, I have to attack that.
Insolence. How dare you point your sword at God? Say your prayers.
Yeah, no gear on,
Rest in
no gear on
eternal
Valentine sucks, but, I mean, right now we don't really need it. Everybody else should have
The
gear.
paradise we create will be eternal.
Got her to T5, pulled 3 in the first one. That's just... so good. That's so good. Honestly, I mean, we could have done a reroll account where I attempted to do that, but I didn't feel like it was necessary. So... there's that. Hello there. A wild Hellcrest appears. How was the weekend? Did you enjoy your time away? Nice. After Valentine reaches 6-star, who should I focus on next? I don't know if you... Okay, whatever you're doing, don't pull Valentine to 6-star. Valentine's one that you want to... Valentine's one you kind of want to slow roll, because go look at her... Like, I wouldn't try to degen pull Valentine to 6-star. And I'll show you. Where is my Valentine? I'm looking for the real Valentine, not the costume. That's my things.
Have you got business with me, kiddo?
So Transcend. So I've been slowly and passively pulling my Valentine up. Because you need 2. We were originally wanting to get to 3 for the accuracy, or get to 4 because of the accuracy. But 5, you're never really going to use 5, and then after that, to get to 6 is a while. So getting her up to 6-star is something that I want to do, but that's not, I'm not like pulling. I doppelgang pull for her. That's how I work on Valentine. But I did Eternal was more important originally, which is what we're working on still. I was getting Eternal up because she was such a great unit, and plus the effectiveness was huge. So I've been pushing up that. I was trying to get her, but we did Air went up first. Air was a simp thing, so do keep that in mind. Because I could have stopped here and here, honestly, pretty easily. But being able to have that on the team was awesome. I mean, Air has been such a great unit over her lifespan of being in the game. That was kind of like for standard pulls, I try to unlock everyone first, doppelgang for extra copies. That's kind of where I'm going with it right now. Right now, I'm saving my tickets for Fran, and then once she gets added to the general pool, I'll probably start spending again. But yeah, over the weekend, Outerplane kind of blew up, if you hadn't been to my YouTube channel. Just randomly posted a video, and next... Yeah. The reroll guide for Outerplane? Oh. Yep. So yeah, it's was not expecting that, so I've been working on actually building the guide right here, because I kind of only had 1 done and kind of figured out about 2. And, yeah, I kind of had to go, okay, we got to put this actually in order now and get this set up, so. Mm-hmm. Yep. The reason I downloaded it was I seen Scion Storm make a video about the change. Nice! A lot of peeps are trying to come back and no one really covering. A great opportunity for you. I mean, it is. It's, you know, it's not even about opportunity for me. It's about just... This is a...
The fate of your entire race
if we're gonna get people into it, we need to have something at the...
Show me the best you can do.
We need people to have quality stuff if we're gonna make it stick, and... Yeah. With everything, like... Because we learned a lot with the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook. And how to go about building videos and laying it out, because here's the thing, what people don't realize is whales keep the game alive. But it's the new players that start this. Without new players, you don't get new whales. You don't get new dolphins. You don't get new guppies. You don't get those people who come in and lightly spend here and there. So if you can get a good foundation of a beginner's guide and get people excited and hooked on it, you have a lot better chance at bringing in more people to a game. And with seeing that there is some kind of hype about Major 9 taking over and, you know, going to try and not just ignore it is a good sign for us. And I would have done this earlier, but nobody wanted really to watch this. Whenever I would stream it, I'd get maybe 5 people total come pop into stream. And there was nobody...
Show me the best.
There was nobody around that really wanted the content to ingest. And that at the beginning, there was, I think, too many bigger creators just spamming stuff that was disingenuous, that it didn't stick. And plus, with the lack of growth and everything, nobody just wanted it. So now seems like the better time that people are actually interested. A lot of peeps trying out the game, coming back. Great opportunity. It's not like I aim for Valentine's. She always appears at my polls. Hey, that's also a good thing. Then I downloaded the game, went to YouTube, found your reroll guide. Awesome. And you'll be helping people get into the game. Yeah. How is Major 9 as a publisher? I wanted to know. Yeah, this is their first game, so I think this was probably a... I'm not going to put words in their mouth, but I think this was probably a friend saying, I'll help you out. We know how to do it, and let's see where they go. Let's see. Alright. We've done that one. Let's burn some stamina. Also, Hellcrest, the guild is back open if you want to get on at any point and join Plot Hunter. It's not spelled how you think it's spelled. It's plot and then HNTR. Because it won't let me put the whole thing in. Well, it's not only that, it was, it's that they only allow 8 characters. And if you're wanting unique, getting 8 characters is going to be pretty hard.
This is going to make me rich!
So, that's a personal thing there. We're on Global 1. I hope to see an Overlord collab. Would be... Listen, Overlord would be like the death of me because I would probably have to like hard whale out Ainz and Albedo. I'm just saying. And I would be using it forever. Yeah. If you're on Global 1, you guys are welcome to join. It's, as I said, it's first come, first serve. There's a couple, but I mean, we're not anywhere near like filling up right now. I've got a couple that committed last night to coming over. I knew Hellcrest would probably come over. If we opened it up. So yeah, we're at 8 of 40 so far, which is fine. We got plenty of room still. So again, wanted to give stream the ability to get in first before we crank it up. Plus there should still be room here. Yeah, we can still get it to 50, but we just would need to earn 200,000 of the currency to get it in, and then we could get this max level. You're Global 2. Global 1 wasn't letting me in. That might be because Global 2 is basically Asia 1, Asia 2, and Korea was merged into that. So depending on where you are, that might be why. Alright, let's try to get deeper into the... Because I want to try to get this irregular extermination project unlocked, and the only way we're going to do that is to do story. So let's go ahead and... It was Asia 1, but it still didn't let me. If you transferred your account... Yes. So if you start a brand new account and you roll onto Global 1, that's a different story. So do keep that in mind. All right. Let's do... Yeah, it's fine. You know what? Screw it. That team will clear. Yes, that's why. Because you created on Asia 1, so you had to go to Global 2. That's why that happened.
Ah, a little more left on the clock.
Hope you put out a new player guide soon.
Target confirmed.
I am going to... It's going to be probably tomorrow. We will start the next video, which is after... What's next after the reroll? The plan is... we've got it planned out. Here, we're working on the actual full course, getting it set up. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna be putting these in here. That's gonna be next. But today I've got to do the dev notice. That was the big thing that I've been wanting to cover for the last like day or two. I've been wanting to cover and get that because that tells people kind of what's going to be happening, which is kind of the silver lining of why people should come back and give it a chance and why new players should try playing now is because of that, what's kind of said in that video. This game needs marketing, highest priority, and guess what? They're doing it already. I saw the first ad for the first time ever the other day. So it's happening. They are starting to put out ads. They're starting to get out there.
This is no fun. My plaything is
Talking
broken.
about marketing, I also saw the same ad. Saw it like 4 hours ago. Nice. So more people are going to be seeing that ad. The more videos that we can get out that are new should start also help bring some buzz. Look, I'm not going to be able to bring an army to this game, but I can realistically with the here's what we can tell you. Where is it? The reroll guide as of right now on my YouTube page under the analytics is showing that currently 2,600 people have viewed this video since I posted it, which is insane. I want to let you know that that is 10% of what my Epic 7 reroll guide was in 3.5, 4 years, whatever it is. That has been done that's 10% in like 48 hours, which is nuts. So people are definitely looking for this information. So we should be in it should be growing. Any plan on future account reviews? The way we'll do account reviews is not me taking it over. You'll come in Discord and post some screenshots and we can talk about your stuff there. Would be the best place to do it, is to drop some stuff there. But as far as me actually getting on your account, no, I'm not going to get you banned or me banned for doing that. So Gnosis is our limited like Demi, our Gnosis units the same as Demiurge and Monad. Yes, they're basically the same thing. They're all in that rare category. They're all going to be a higher power tier to a sort. But they're not going to be normal units. They're always going to be a step above because of the price cost of them. Hello, new player here. Between 5 Demiurge heroes, which one is the most needed or OP? I've heard people say Demi Ava or Demi Falda. I already pulled Demi Stella and Demi Luna. The next one you're going to want to get is... you're going to want Ava as a healer in general. I assume you're probably talking about the contract that you're getting in the festival. That's probably the best one if you're looking at somebody new to pull. You're probably gonna want to look at Asti, Dracon, or Delta in the pulls. If that's what you're talking about, I would save the contract for Ava. But if you picked somebody else in that contract, then yes, Ava would be the banner unit.
Enough playing around.
Those three you cannot use banner points for, yeah.
Thrilling.
And that's the sucky part.
The strong survive.
That is the actual sucky part. That's why Aether is so important, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're working on the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook. I gotta figure out, like I said, here, let me just move my fat ass out of the way. So I need to figure out where I want to put exclusive equipments and start talking about that, because that is trust level, and I also want to work on the, I am trying to figure out where to put the quirk system, because that's also,
I'm over here.
that seems to be pretty important, but it's a complex web of nodes, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. So let's pop that off. Could you post your Discord channel here? I'm not in there. So the Discord channel is linked in a few places, and the only reason why I don't create new random links, Zeph, is because there's one that's designated to take them right to where they need to go. It is on the YouTube main page. There's the Discord link there. You can click and it'll take you on my YouTube channel. It'll take you straight to it. And then I believe there is a command. I don't know if it's set up on YouTube. Let me check Streamlabs and I can see if this will work for both of you guys. Let's see here. It is not chatbot. Actually, no, it is chatbot. Right? What is it? Hold on. Oh, back to dashboard. Cloudbot is what it's called, and let me see if the command's there. Alright, let's do a full send, and this may end up spamming chat, but screw it. Let's see if this happens. It's a good way to know. Alright, all... and exclamation point... Discord. Alright, it worked on Twitch. It worked on YouTube. There it is. And Kick didn't work. I bet it's because it's not moderated there. That might be why. Or I may not have joined it officially to the channel over there. Okay, so it does work. So the command does work for YouTube and Twitch, at least. I'll have to figure out Kick's thing. Let's see here. Hey, I decided to try the game after seeing your reroll guide. Thanks for the help. Hey, not a problem. Good luck on your rerolls. That's gonna be the biggest part of the game. I got Ava from the contract, pulled D Luna with rerolls. Should I try to 5-star D Luna or pull for some other demis? Yeah, that's really gonna depend on if you're gonna spend money. Is there still what? I don't think so. How to accept the rules is a specific command you gotta type in. It's all the way at the bottom if you read. And the only reason I don't say it out loud is this way it ensures that no bot can pick it up on what I'm saying. But it's written down at the very, very bottom. And if it doesn't, if you misspell it as a FYI, you have to put the full thing that is in bold. Yes, I am. Actually, here, I'll just go ahead and pop it up. That's what we're working on. Probably by the end of the week, you'll have at least 1 or 2 more of these. It's a full course, probably going to be around 25, 30 videos when it's all said and done. You can't edit it. Whoever just typed it and edited it, I'm going to delete the comment so that you can enter it again. You have to full out type it the first time. Edit doesn't get the bot to read it because it's the way this works is it reads off the initial transaction of the rules page, and what this does. So for anybody who's curious of why this is done like this and it's not a normal system, is so 1, it can't be bot rated, and 2, it proves that it's a real person trying to do this. Is why it's a unique command like this, and so that you can't brute force your way through here. Because during me streaming Epic 7, people were coming in and raiding my Discord with bots doing absurd shit. So we have this whole system was designed to stop people from raiding, because only people here, when you first join the Discord, can only see that page. It's only you. Or anybody who doesn't accept the command. Nobody in the Discord can see that page once they can see the original page. So, yep, that was exactly it. So, that's why this is done like this, to prevent that shit from ever happening again. Yes. Like I said, it's a safety precaution that I developed over time. So I design any of my friends' Discords the same way so that it can't be bot rated. However, I think the community version does have some safety precautions like that do stop raids from just instantly coming in. But I know a bot raid, if it knows the normal command, you can program the bot to enter that command and it will let you in. Well, so this way it proves that you have to read what I wrote, or you have to have prior knowledge of it, which makes it easier to track who did it. So, anyway, and then once you are in, it gives you a self-roll page. The self-roll page, you can pick whatever you want to see on the Discord, and then mobile games right now is where it's going to take you to the Outerplane channel. So, and then if it ends up needing it, we'll create an actual Outerplane, we'll create a full, like, Outerplane section if it ends up needing it someday. But as of, like, right now, I don't foresee the need of doing that. Let's see here. Let me catch back up on chat. So the progression guide, yeah, I'm planning to do one, so I just need to figure it out, but hopefully by Tuesday, Wednesday, the reroll, after reroll, what's next will be out. It's a TLDR video, so don't get super excited, people. It's not going to be a deep in-depth, but it's telling you kind of where you need to go. Joining a guild is going to be a shorter video. It'll explain to you what all that's about. Challenges is basically, I'm moving you from the moment you create a, from the moment you create your account, you re-roll. It's going to walk you through. If any of y'all have ever watched my Epic 7 series, it's going to play the same way, where it takes you from the beginning to the end. Hello and goodbye. I did not hear the entrance. So, hey, how are you supposed to get more food to enhance your units faster? The daily food bandit chase challenge is grinding story stages. Okay, let me explain and show y'all the quick TLDR version of this, and it might make sense for you. So getting this is a little bit of a challenge to new players. This is definitely one of the gates for brand new players, but watching YouTube is fun. Oh, okay, fair enough. I I did not hear the ping coming in. I only heard it coming out. Alright, so I haven't done mine for the day. So let's go over here. So a brand new player, first off, has to deal with one thing, which is... I've also got the subscription, so do keep that in mind. You have to walk yourself up. I also need... I can only do 11 right now. I don't have the gear to clear 12 just yet. But each day, you're going to be able to move up at least 3. And when they start giving out tickets, it's 4. Okay? So this is going to be the major place. But what I want to show you is once you start getting up to the higher stages, it gets significantly easier to do. And now what I want you to know is right here. So when we go in and we beat a stage, I have a specific team that is right here. So assuming you're kind of where I'm at, what we do is I have a skip ticket team on my bar. And the reason I do this is for anything skip ticket, and if it has EXP, great. If it doesn't, great. But this way, it's a habit that I'm always skip ticketing one team when I'm going through. So this also gets you the EXP from the random stages, especially if there's buffs and stuff, because it's free EXP, because from 1 to 100 does suck. So as a habit, I come through and I do this with, whoops, I hit enter and not skip. And if you do, just back out.
Alright, show me what you've got.
And it won't take your ticket. I do this like probably once a week where I'm not paying attention. I click the wrong button. So we're going to go do 11, which is going to be probably more than most new players. We will sweep all 5 in just a second. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep 3. So I think this is the normal 1. And I want you to watch how much currency I get off of this. So sweep. So right there I got 24, 3. So those reds are a massive deal. Now I think it takes about 80 to 90 of these things to level a unit all the way up. I'll have to go do the math with the blues. So once I get to a point where I can save it up, I'll actually get the exact number that it's needed to take a unit from 1 to 100. I used to know this, but it's been too long. But then let's go ahead and clear the other 2, and for me, there we go. I got 16 more for the day. Do you suggest buying team slots and gear slots with Aether? Yes, slowly. So, slowly buy team slots, because over time, I think you can get 8 or so, 8 or 10. I can't remember what the exact is. I know somebody originally told me, there was a whale that came in one day, and I asked him how many team slots could you get, and they had bought it all the way out, and they had the number for me, but that was over a year ago, and I forgot. So yes, you will buy some team slots. I've done 5 currently. But I may eventually take it up a little bit further, because the way I look at it as Team 1 will be like, it's 12. Okay. That kind of sounds right, but I was thinking 10 to 12. And 8 would be the low number. So Team 1's like the main team I grind with. Team 2 usually was the event team, needing to do the events, but or story team, customized teams, whatever. Team 3 is a hunt team, so if I'm working on hunts, I was using that. Team 4 is obviously my PvP-ness. And this is whatever your PvP team is, normally for me. And then 5 is my skip ticket team currently. But you could set it up in any order that you want. And the reason why we do this is so we've done the normal hunt, and we got about 36. So if I go down to a low-level unit, I'll show you what 36 actually does. So if we go down to a level 5, and we put in 36... we're about 58 levels. Is my mine shot to hell, or did you sneak something in, you Sly Dog? Do the subscription buff stack with the events? Yes. So... Wait, did he just realize that I got... I thought I told you this. I think he's seeing this. Why the fuck is she speaking... not English? Please tell me they're not about to start this shit. I'm about to go on a rant video. Because they're about to pull, like, basically a fucking, what's the game? Snowbreak. If they pull that shit... Where is it? So it says VA right here. I'm on English. No, I'm on English. She's in English. No. She is in Japanese or Korean. I click on air. She's fine. I asked, and like I said, they got rid of English VA right before the transfer happened. They'll probably add the thing. Ah, okay. Because I was gonna say, the next unit will tell you everything. And if they don't, I promise you, I will go nuclear on this. I will go absolutely nuclear if they go Korean only in a midway through. Cut costs by what? You're really trying to penny pinch fucking like $800? $1,000? Really? You're still making over $400,000 a year. $500,000. I mean, I get it. I get it. Anyway, back to the EXP thing real quick before I literally blow my lid. Alright, let's see. So we come down here and enhance hero. So yeah, if we look at what we got today, I could get a character to 85. No, it's not, and thank God. Smilegate's dumping all resources into CZN. Totally. But that's one way. So in one day, or this might be 2 days worth of EXP in the lower end. But I can get it to 85. So that's one place you're getting EXP. But then daily, when I come through and I'm clear ticketing stuff, we come over to Special Ecology, and we're working on gear, so we go to stage... I can only do stage 11 right now. We come over with our skip ticket team. I do 10 clears a day. So we come here, we do the 10 clears, and we sweep. We're on this, and we also want to make sure that 5 stars are dismantled, even though I don't think we're going to get any. We're going to want that. Apply and skip ticket. We'll just do 10. And there we go. We got 25,000 hero EXP divided across the 4 units. So, hey, I'm re-rolling right now. What should I pull with all the tickets, or should I save? I would probably save some. If you get like between 10 and 15 units, and you can get like 3-4 major teams out of it, to where you're like, okay, I can create several different options. I'd probably chill out a little bit. If you are getting unlucky, no, I'd full send them all the way. From 3 stars to 6 stars, I think it's 800 something, 700 something. Let me do the math on it real quick. Because each one's 150. So let me find a 3-star that I haven't done. Where's my 3 stars? Okay, here we go.
Did you call me? Do you need help with something?
Alright, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 dupes. So 6 times 150 is 900 pieces. So you need 900 in total pulling. And you get 150 for every dupe you pull in the banner. And then you can get 50s off some tickets. You can get 10s off some. You can do the doppelganger, which I think is like 30 a day. So it takes 900 in total to get a unit fully 6-star, which is why demiurges take so long to do. Thank God the reroll in the Outerplane is much easier and less time consuming than Epic 7. I rerolled 3 whole days for ML Luna. I could imagine. You can 6-star a unit in if you focus the doppelganger unit a month, 30 days. Nice. No, it doesn't cost. It's the same. It's the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working through more story, because we need to get, we need to get here. Yes. For a ranger, yeah, that'll work. So, it depends on how hard you want to go on your grind. Personally, I would say if you are a very patient person, yes, you can play the RNG to get 2. Now, the question is, how long do you want to hang out doing it? And how many are you multi-boxing at once? If you want to hang out, you can get some pretty nasty rolls. Somebody actually posted one last night, one in Discord. Where they re-rolled not only Scotty, they got Hilde, they got Notia, and they got Luna in one multi. So you can get like stupid shit like that. You can pull multiples of you can pull multiples of a demiurge unit. You can pull multiple demiurge units. It's how much is your patience for wanting to do the reroll? If you've got all the time in the world and you don't care, then you can probably pull some god-cracked account over time. What dungeon should I focus on for building a team? I have my Chimera team built to all the level 80. Glacius is a good one to focus on because speed accessories. That is true. Glacius. But it's the frost chick. You can basically go in with AoE and nuke her down.
Your enemy. Noah Collider. Shatter instantly. Get out of my way, you troublemaker! Noah B.
Bored before playing the game. More like Noah is the one that I put in there.
Did you observe closely? Surely you can do
Actually, I
that
think
without-
the actual go-to unit is Ame for that. Hold on. I think I actually have the team. Complete my infinite corridor before it resets. Infinite corridor? Where are we at with that? Oh, this is not gonna happen today, unfortunately. This will take a hot minute to get to for me. 2 days, and although I do need to start doing this. This is one of the things that I do need to get my ass on doing. But as far as the team for that, she's right here. Right. Yeet. Team setup. Actually, I think that is the team for it. Just, it needs to be geared. So, it's Kappa, Ame, Noah, and Diane, I believe is the team that you use for this one. It is? Okay. If I get a Demiurge Luna at 1 multi and then change the rate up to Demiurge Stella and get 1 multi, should I keep going on the Demiurge banner? No, you want to probably stop if you were to do that. Because you can only change, you can only change that once every 7 days, so, personally, I wouldn't go, trying to, you know, chase Demiurge banners, because, I mean, at that point, then if you're gonna try to go, okay, I'm gonna pull, then I'm gonna wait, pull, then gonna wait, that'll slow you down. If you're doing that, then yes, you're basically pulling one, switching, pulling the other, but I think that's gonna end up getting more ridiculous. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be real. If you go for, like, Luna or Stella off of the original banner that you start on, you know, when you come in, and then you get, Ava, you're honestly in a really great spot. It's just the greed of going for a second Demiurge unit will help, but where? You know, because kind of like right now, Luna will do pretty much whatever Stella did in terms of content. So some places Stella will be better, some places Luna will be better, but at least you'll be walking away no matter what right now with Ava and Luna, for the most part, from the way most people are rolling, or Ava and Stella are probably where you're going. Am I trolling for buying 6-star gear in the PvP shop? I would have to actually go look at it, honestly. I don't remember. I thought it was only 5-star. Back in the day. Where is it? Recommended PAX content, arena. I think it's this. If that's the case, then probably not. Like, the gloves aren't bad. I don't like the fact... Okay, so I'm a little more anal with my stats. 71,000 is all it took to max out. To max ascend Demi Luna. Only 71,000. Only. This gear is not bad. Because the only set I would probably buy here would be the speed set. I wouldn't really do attack, because I would rather run crit damage. She was very nice to me. Yeah, okay. That's beyond. That's beyond. Alright, back to trying to clear this. Oh yeah, we need to, I need a mage. Mage time. Let's see here. Yeet. Buying speed set for Valentine. So the bigger thing that you want to do is, yeah, accuracy sucks. It's good when you're going against like specific evasion teams. You kind of need the accuracy. However, you never know when it's going to be an evasion. You can know by the meta of people doing it, but you don't know right away when you just look at the thing. You can assume, but somebody could be running something different. So it's hard to, like, you either pre-plan for it and you're just always running it, or you're not. It's kind of like Evasion in Black Desert. It was, you never knew it until you hit them, and you're like, oh shit, it's one of these guys. And then you either try to work it out, or you end up fighting him for 30 minutes because you can't hit him. I remember both very well. Reroll the accuracy. Yeah, you can reroll on PvE for the most part. I don't think there's any accuracy checks that I can remember in the game. There were a few, I think, on something, but that's nothing like a buff couldn't fix pretty quick. Beware of Angel. She will end you. Got it. To be honest, I was completely free to play, but now I think I will do the monthly recharge. And that's great. Honestly, putting a little bit of money into the game at this point, anything helps that bottom number, because we need to see more than 150,000 a month on this game. To be honest, we need to be seeing around $1 million a month at the minimum being spent in this game. Evasion cucks and gold too. I can imagine. I mean, it's a popular thing to do. Especially on NPC defense type stuff, it's how trolly can you make it. Like, counter sets and, like, weird tech shit is always going to throw people off guard, because they think they know what they're getting, and the next thing you know, they're playing the animation and it's over and done with. Not that we have any experience with that. With a healer on the team. Got it.
Cheer up! The child prodigy has arrived.
Let's go.
Target confirmed. One shot, sure kill. Eliminating enemies.
So, here's a couple things that we know they need to fix right now. One, their patch notes. Anything on that website of theirs is in Korean and very limited English stuff. They need a full English setup right away so that we can get on and get information, because trying to find information on Outerplane is really annoying officially, like patch notes and stuff like that. In order for me to find the patch notes, I had to go to the X account, scroll through a bunch of posts to find where it finally said patch notes to see what they had put in. When they do dev notices and stuff like this needs to be on the forum page or whatever. Unless somebody's got it, and I don't know where it's at, because when I get onto one of those pages, I can't move around or navigate the page at all. It's completely dead. It's only the page that I'm looking at that I have access to. So they need to fix that. So it's basically get the patch notes in an easier place to get, and make sure that the website is set up in English. Those are the two things they really need to work on. How do I transfer my old account? Good sir, I have a full video on it. But the TLDR, let me go find the video, because that's where the link is at this point. Right here. So how do you transfer your account still? You will need, let's grab it, copy pasta. Right here. Yeet. There you go. So you go to that site and you go through your process of transferring it over. You can only transfer over to the server that you were on. You can't move to a new server. So if you were on any of the Asian servers, Korea servers, those are all merged into Global 2. You won't be able to go Global 1. And then follow that. If your account was never linked up and it was a guest account, you'll have to re-roll, which I have the guide on how to do that as well, which would drastically improve from basic accounts. What is the endgame content in this? That is a great fucking question. So that's something I'm hoping they, that's something I'm hoping they address, because there's not a ton. So there is the irregular gate right here. You're gonna have world bosses. You have the tower hard and very hard mode, which I can't even get to yet. Then, of course, like all games, there is the PvP-ness that you get to flex and climb up. So we're hoping to see them start developing more more content for the end game. Let's see here. Is hitting evasion needs accuracy, landing debuffs needs effectiveness. Yep. Let's see here. Is hit chance accuracy right? All right, so I can kind of go into this. So let's bring up a unit here and look at their. So from what I understand about the game in terms of this, is from what I remember, accuracy is the ability to hit evasion. Evasion is the ability to resist accuracy. Okay? Then, effectiveness is the ability to land a debuff. Resilience is the ability to resist the effectiveness. So, here you have crit chance, which is the critical chance, which is any game. Crit damage is like any game. Speed is like most games. Health, defense, and attack. So in order to get into this a little bit deeper, there are some things that has on certain units it'll say percentages. Let me go to an unleveled here that does like debuffs stuff. Let's see. Did I level her?
Don't touch me. You might not live to regret
Yeah.
it.
So like right here has a 35% chance. So there is percent chance stuff. So that is going to be factored in with your effectiveness. So the basic way to explain this is you have your effectiveness check of whatever that is, of, you know, whatever the resilience is of the unit. You have to be over that. And then it's a 35% chance on top of how that works from what I remember. Because there was an effectiveness check somewhere in the game that we had to do with Eternal, which is why she's sitting around like 200 something. I think my Eternal's like 230. And it was like, I got her to like the bare minimum for it. And I don't remember why she's that high up. Yeah, 242 was where she sits at. And that was so that I could hit the resilience check on one item specifically. I don't remember where it was, if it was a tower. I think it was probably a tower or a boss that I needed the thing on. And I believe, I could be wrong, let me check. I think there is a way to tell. So if we go into tower and we go up to hard and we jump into like, yeah. So right there, the resilience, I believe we had to double whatever the resilience was to do, I guess there's a 10% innate chance to resist debuffs like most games, I presume. Honestly, I don't remember if that's the case here, but being that Smilegate had their dirty little fingers on it, there's a good chance that there is the Epic 15 in this. And they can go fuck themselves. But you can check boss's resilience right here. And this tells you kind of what you need to know. Not that this is super, super important, but you can actually check the resilience of a unit when it comes down to, like, certain things. And then there's always the immunities and stuff like that that you can use to counteract stuff like that in PvE. as well. But I'm pretty sure there's the Epic 15 here. I just don't remember if it is truly Epic 15. Because I think also something else I should probably point out too is a really weird thing. I believe if that is high enough on evasion, you can fuck your you can actually miss and your buffs won't apply, because I've had that happen with Eternal on certain things where her accuracy isn't super high. I mean, not that it's like a stat, like I said, it's not something that we really push in, but there was some bosses where if you whiff the attack and they've got higher evasion, your effectiveness doesn't matter, and you just whiff it, miss, and you don't land the debuff. It'll still hit them and do damage, but you miss the debuff, which is annoying. I think there's the innate chance, but we can't prove it yet. Oh, I'm sure we can. We just gotta go find something that we can actually test that on, and we could run it enough till we see it. Because you basically need to run something with 100% chance, and if it whiffs eventually and it says failed, or you don't get the debuff, then it's Epic 15 all over again. Epic 15. God, that was a blight. I can't believe you have the perfect everything, and you whiff the one thing you needed, and you're cucked. It's over. I get it, it's the safety precaution to make sure that you do have a win condition, but I promise you that win condition is far worse than it ever should be. And that's just stupid. I lost so many fights in Epic 7 because of that Epic 15. Especially during Guild Wars, when it matters. And that's why I started playing the fuck Epic 15. I'm playing Get Fucked. And I went in with things that guaranteed 0 chance would fail. Didn't matter what you were, you're dying. Dark Corvus.
It's time to end.
We don't talk about E7. Then accuracy and effectiveness gonna be the most needed stats. I would say I wouldn't focus in on accuracy too much. Again, if you're doing a PvP buffer, yes, you'll probably want some accuracy, but you're gonna need the effectiveness to get through any resilience units. But yes, you will probably roll some accuracy onto a buffer, or a debuffer. At least there's no Rylet here. At least there's no Violet here. Rylet was the bitch that you could easily dominate. Rylet was the little cunt that always came back to bite you in the ass.
I'm over here.
Regina is Violet? Oh, you gotta be shit. She scales off evasion? That's gross. Well, I guess I have her, so I might as well build her. Create a monster.
I shall go wherever, together with you.
But no random one-shot follow-ups, right? Let's go look at her kit and find out, actually. What's wrong? You didn't like Violet touching you in your no-no square? You should go read Regina's kit. I'm going. I'm on my way. Let me go find homegirl. Where is she? Here we go.
Sim Salabim. Nice to meet you.
Alright, let's see what bullshit lies behind door number 1. Alright, attacks the enemy with an increased priority of the caster by 20%. 25%, 30%. Okay. Damage dealt increased proportional to the caster's evasion. Passive effect. Grants 1 stack of Regina's World at the start of the battle. Decreases the stack when hit. Trigger effect. When Evading an enemy's attack. Reduce the cooldown of the show must go on by 1 turn. Counterattacks when attacked. Oh, that's god awful. Increased damage dealt by evasion. Alright, so then she's got a cooldown. Increased evasion duration after counterattacking. That is gross. Okay. Removes all buffs from the target and attacks the enemy. After attacking, grants 1 stack of Regina's World. Decreases the stack of Regina's World when hit. Ignores 30% of the target's defense. And increases damage dealt proportional to the caster's evasion. The buff removal effect ignores the target's resilience. So you ain't holding on to that shit. Yeah, she's up there. Did I fuck up if I reroll and spend all Aether? I mean, if you got good stuff, no. If you didn't get good stuff, yes. Because 15,000 Aether, you were probably chasing a, one of the demiurges, right? I got Luna and Ava. Physically from the banner. So you got Ava from the banner, not from the festival. I mean, honestly, as long as you got her, you're good. I could have done it in 2 ways of just re-rolling off the tickets, but I did test my first account that did the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook from the Demiurge banner. Then no, I would say you didn't. That means you can probably pick Stella from the festival, which you get at beating the first episode. You'll be able to pick that up. So, no, you didn't. You're going to walk away with 3 Demiurge units when you're done. Alright. So yeah, that's that character exists. Good to know. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a fun time. We're not here for a long time, we're here for a fun time. Where'd my music go on this?
Cheer up! The child prodigy has arrived.
Someone using the codes doesn't work.
Target confirmed.
Network error.
One shot short kill. My shot.
The codes are valid for a while. None of those codes should be out of date until they're all good to the end of the year. So it seems like that's a you thing that you need to maybe turn it off and on again. I hate to say it, but that's kind of the truth. Turn it off and on again, check. Because all codes are good to the very last day.
Enough playing around.
So D Luna, D Stella, Eliminating Valentine is a great start. Anyone change? No, I mean honestly, that's a great that's a great start, honestly. I mean, you're not going to be able to use them everywhere, but you'll definitely need to use pull some of the units out of the custom banner for sure. You can't just use them. You had to type the codes in through the site personally? Okay.
Not watching your 6, huh?
But yeah, no, the codes are definitely valid.
Nice shot. Follow my lead. Place your fate on the line. For your king.
Now we just hope they keep it up though.
Show me the way forward, my premier.
Defend these nuts. Yes, yes she is. Luna is definitely the
Life spent struggling to their house.
the waifu chase.
Target confirmed. One shot.
Like, I'm going back to her banner when it's done. I'll take her to probably 5-star.
Thrilling, isn't it?
The strong survive.
Because I have the 4-star, so it means I will need to pull 2 more copies of her.
Contemptuous world. Witness
But
the
hey,
power
thankfully I have a
of
pity building up. Is a cross-game goddess. At this point, yeah.
Science, punk. This is proving to be quite
If you put her
useful.
in your lobby and poker, she says some funny things. Okay, guess we're gonna have to go put her in and
Playing around.
see what all the fun stuff she says.
My thoughts exactly.
For science.
Small fries fired. All clear. Thrilling, isn't it?
I love colorblind Noah.
Thrilling, isn't it?
might makes right.
Patience so strong.
Disappear.
Evade, you can't crit, you can't attack, skill buff.
Human down.
Evasion is definitely something that is going to need to make sure it's properly balanced or it's going to get out of hand.
Way, you troublemaker! This is proving to be quite useful.
Colorblind Noah, we love it. This unit should have just been a dark unit, honestly. A light or a dark unit.
Now on to your 6, huh?
For what Noah is,
This is it! The final boss!
why is she grass? Explain. I just want to know, other than they were probably like throwing a dartboard and whatever side the dart hit, they're like, okay, this is a grass unit, this is a fire unit. She's over here like, yeah, I'm an ML bitch.
Everything is futile.
This is science!
Dracon's attack. See, Dracon reminds me a lot of Fallen Cecilia. When to start upgrading gear? So here's actually the sauce on gear.
Did you observe
There
closely?
is.
Surely he can do that much.
You don't have to do what you think you have to do to this gear. Let me kind of show you real quick on a piece. Alright, so when you're going to go gear a unit, we're just going to jump down here to somebody random. Here you go.
What? Is it
And
not time for
you're gonna
yet?
put gear on them. So if you look at a piece of gear, you're like, okay, how do I know what to roll? And you're wanting to level it up. Let's say you get a decent piece. Let's see. Do I have anything green that was good? Because this is kind of where you're gonna start. You're gonna start in greens and be checking for. Okay, so here's a speed check piece of gear. So as a new player, this is kind of what you got to do when you're looking at upgrading gear. You got to equip it first to the character, dumbest shit ever, unless you're in the different menu. And then you can enhance, and you don't do this. Do not level it up. You don't actually have to level your gear to check it. That's not what we do here. We don't do that here. You come to Reforge. Reforge is where you got to go. Now, Reforge is what's going to determine what stats you get on your gear. So white has 1 stat, green has 2 stats, blue has 3 stats, red has all 4 stats shown, which is why red gear is so important, because now all 6 rolls go into your gear and you're not having to generate new stats. However, white gear can be good. Even white gear can be good, and I'll show you why here in a second. So, to check this, you're going to reforge, which needs this. The way you get this is breaking down that colored gear is the easiest way to get a hold of it. But there's some other ways it will be given out to you for free. So we need to check this piece twice. So it's a speed set. It's on the high end. So it's 3, 6, and 9. So we're in the middle of the roll. You can't have a native 12 speed piece from what I've seen. Actually, here we should be... What actually, hold on, let me double check this. $3 to 18% is its percentage. Okay. So let's watch this. So We get evasion. We get attack. So, now we're at the point where we actually are gonna try to level the gear, okay? So, looking at this, what does this set kind of look for? Well, we see evasion, we see flat health. This is literally a speed chase piece. I will put 2 stars into this. If I don't tag speed, I'm done with it. Because I need this to at least hit speed twice, because this will guarantee at least 3. And this will guarantee at least 3. Attack. Semi-bricked. Attack. Bricked. And we walk away. So now this piece is garbage. This goes to the dumpster.
What? Is it not time for battle yet?
So we go back down into our sets. And we just go chasing around. Alright, here we go. Here is a 9 speed piece, so perfect. Another speed check. So we are at 9 speed with 3, so it started natively with 3 already in it. So let's go check and see what we get. Flat attack, kind of garbage. Crit chance, kind of garbage. So this is, again, you'd be using this for a crit chance, speed, roller, and maybe if it ends up smacking this, you would end up rolling this or this to crit damage is probably what you would end up chasing. So now we're gonna check it. Again, we want speed. We got 3 chances of hitting speed. Okay, it went into crit chance, so we'll keep going because that's not a bad stat to have. Went into crit chance again, not a bad stat to have. Went into speed. All right, great. This is looking pretty good. And the flat attack. So at this point, I would be probably gonna roll the flat defense and maybe try to get a crit damage or an attack piece. Because we have 12 speed and we have 15 crit chance. That's not terrible for a brand new account. Because we started with the 3 default speed, which is huge, because we had 3 sections of speed to start with. That's pretty huge for a speed check piece. We would obviously like to have gotten more, but we didn't. But the double crit chance roll means that we can probably use this for a crit chance speed opener and then move the defense over to something else that we're using. Somebody that needs to kind of do damage will kind of scale off attack, even though that's a low roll, so this isn't super great. But get this moved over. And the cool thing about this is when you do, I'm not going to actually roll it, but so you can see it. You have a chance to swing these stat ranges. So if I re-rolled my speed, I have a chance to get 3 to 18 speed on it. If I roll the crit damage, I have a chance to roll 24 crit damage at some point if I keep dropping stones into it. Effectiveness, if it just needs to be a debuffer, or percent attack, I have a chance to roll up to the 24% here. But this stone is really... this is kind of the long grind. I would not spend these without like really needing to do it. Yeah, the gear system's completely different here, and this is honestly what made it better than Epic 7's gear system. Also, you can full on, I know this can be done in others, you can actually change all the stats too. So if you get like the perfect set but a garbage set of stats and you just want to fish for it, you can fish for a better roll altogether. And you only use those on red pieces. Is Stella good for the long journey? I assume you're talking Demi Stella? Yes. Demi Stella is still one of the absolute most cracked units in the game for what she's able to do. Alright, Ranger on my team. We got that. So, gearing is definitely a... Norma Stella, not so much. Maybe good for Sacred Guardian. So, normal Stella is a better PvP unit than she is. However, if she's built right, it's great to take into certain stages where you've got to constantly strip their buffs away. You have to think of her, she is a stripper. And that's what she's there for. So, normal Stella is a speed demon, meaning she scales off speed, and she's a gotta go first unit. So, anything that you need to constantly keep buffs off of, Stella can be good for that. It's outside of that, she gets down on it. Can you explain the weekly event that you can select 4 items from for 1,000 stamina? I'm not selecting anything, not knowing what's good to select. Okay, yeah, give me just a second. I'll get out of this and I'll explain. Because I gotta go look at it to get the names on it.
Get out of my way, you troublemaker!
So, like, for the only reason why I'm not using Demi Stella is because I'm also trying to show just newer players that, Noah is actually a god tier unit, and she clears so much stupid stuff in this game. Plus, it gives you guys the ability to see other units. But this is why I want y'all to get Noah so fast and push through to try to get her unlocked. Like, right here would be a great chance to strip if we had a stripper because of the buffs.
Everything is futile.
Akbar, thanks so much for the subscription. I appreciate that.
Smoke screen shells out! Get out of my way!
I feel like I'm gonna need unbuffable here.
This is proving to be quite useful!
Oh well, that should kill her regardless.
This is it! Time. Lend me your continuum.
Like, unbuffable or silence probably would be here, but I'm gonna take a wild guess. This is probably one of those mechanics. Yeah, Noah after 2 years is still cracked. How this unit never got nerfed? The issue is, they've buffed her, but they buffed her S3 and we still don't use it. The whole point of Noah is to not use her S3. Literally, turn it all off. You do not need it at all. Because her whole sauce is the S1. That's Noah.
I'm over here. Feel the potency of science!
Science!
Might makes right. Perish.
Also, I'm curious, do new players get the glassless Noah still? I did not look. Yep, an S1 only unit. Because what it is if she crits, so here just to the TLDR, if she crits on her first attack, she will loop back around and do a full AoE attack as well, and she is colorblind. This girl does not know that she is type disadvantage. You take her into fire units, she smacks them around. Now, obviously, don't take her into hunts. She will get her shit pushed in. But on, like, normal PvE content, no, you can... She's colorblind. Alright, so the festival right here for limited conquest. So, here's what you're wanting. You're going to want to get the trust item. Right here, Oath of Determination. That's going to be super important for getting the exclusive equipments very early on. There is for new players, this is going to be helpful to speed a few up. I don't know if I would take this too often, but I had to use one of these recently to quickly force a unit so that I could use them. Then I took this at the last minute because I really need some of these stones on some of my gear that is just on the edge of being god tier if I can just get the 1 stat rolled on them. So I took that because any chance I can get that individual stone is huge. However, I was looking at this and going, that quirk set is pretty good. And, this also seems like I need to find where this currency comes from, because this seems also very good, too, to enhance the, exclusive equipment. How to do this, I don't know. You literally just spend energy. Spend energy, and each time you'll unlock one of these, and, it's 1,000 energy total to unlock all 4 claims. So as you're working on these, as you work on these, you're going to be gaining energy here. You're working on this. So all this kind of goes together. Weird that the menu bugged out. Oh yeah, I said we're going to pop Luna in here real quick. Lobby, settings. Let's pop her out and put in the Jigglies. Let's see here, Zed. Entertainment for hours, chat. Confirm.
My armor's defenses are better than ever.
So, I don't...
My armor's defenses are better than ever. My armor's
I think his
defenses
says more
are
because she's
better
6-star,
than
because I keep
ever.
getting the same thing. So as far as the purchasing, so this is 15, and I'm sitting here trying to go, yes, that's good, but I mean, you got to think this event is up for a while, and you got to think 300 a day is a lot of Aether. I think this is here till December something. This isn't a permanent event. So spending that much, I feel like is a... Yeah, you could probably get her further, but... Honestly, looking at it... Let me look at her, Transcendence. I mean, I can kind of justify it,
I got your call, Master.
but I need my stuff. So, like, Burst 3, she would unlock, TikTok changes dual attack to 2 allies. So, Post 5, at the start of the battle, seals an, extra skills of all enemies for 1 turn, ignores resistance. I mean, that's OP, but damn. I mean, you're burning Aether, and we got so much stuff to pull for right now that's coming back. I can't justify spending Aether on that level break, but I mean, it's good. I just can't justify that much. Because for me, I still gotta collect limited units. Buy the shard, 300 Aether, 3 weeks. Kin trans 5-star purple. Okay. But like, let's see here. For limited units that I need to save for that are coming out, like, soon. So if we want, Kitsune Mommy here, we need to have, currency ready for her. The one that I know I'm guaranteed going after is the Holy Knight Diane. So we'll be pulling this unit, so that I need to be able to guarantee off of Aether. And And then when she does show up, I need to have the ability to pull this Gnosis Nella. I'm not letting that slip by. Oh yeah, and then the whole, if they decide to rerun these next year. But if it was D Stella or D Luna, their max ability is kind of super OP. Okay, but you have to realize, we have to look at this in two perspectives. We have to look at this as a new player / free-to-play player or a whale. There are two ways to look at it. There is no in-between, okay? So, let me put this into perspective for you. Alright? To get this 6-star, we're going to assume from 3 stars. So it's 6 times 150 is 900 shards. Okay? For 1 pity is 200 pulls. So you need to put 2,250 Aether times 20 multis. That is 45,000 Aether to guarantee one pity. Times 6. 270,000 Aether to take it to 6-star. What this tells you is, as a new player, 270,000 Aether is not obtainable if you get unlucky. I would like to let you know, just as somebody who witnessed this firsthand, I can guarantee you
Lower your gaze.
the amount of salt that is about this unit is this. Demiurge Stella was announced, and everybody lost their minds. That was actually into it in my circle group, as far as when we were watching it originally come out. We knew this was going to be OP as shit by reading all the different stuff she had. Like, we knew this was going to be a cracked unit. However, originally we had to earn the tickets daily to pull on this thing. Alright, so we had certain things we had to do to get the Call of the Demiurge. Now, my friends, by the middle of the event, most of them had Stella. Okay? And some of them were even duplicating her already. So if you did the event from the day she released to the day she retired, you were gonna have most of a pity. You wouldn't have the whole thing, so you had to physically pull. Now, with this, I was getting about 2 weeks left in her banner, and I finally said screw it, and I swiped to do it. I got her on the second to last multi before pity. Thus, I bought it. So I had the 4-star. I was pissed. Yeah, Kari, we need to drag her back in here. My average luck pulled all the way to max ascendance was 71,000. So there is a chance that, yeah, I believe that there is a chance, but as a player, you have to bet on the odds against it, okay? Going in with Hopium is terrible, okay? Do not go in expecting to get it cheap. You would have to have many whales do this over and over and over again. Take their averages and put them all together to see what realistically actually is coming out. Because while you have the data on 1 or 2 isn't enough to say it's true. You have to put in 10, 20, 30 people at the minimum to see a rough baseline of roughly what it's costing on average to hard pity it. Because yes, RNG is averages at the end. Somebody will go hard pity every time. Somebody will do it before they reach pity. They'll have it to where the last one.
Now.
I have become an icon, and the world spins
if you start the
with
game
my
now, do you
permission.
get the transfer account
What
thingy?
should I
No,
change
because
first?
the system's
This
already
power
transferred
is
over.
intoxicating.
All you get from the... If you have an account prior to the service transfer, the code is available. You can get the service transfer code and transfer your account. You cannot get a service transfer code if you create an account post-service transfer. So as long as the account was dated prior to the service transfer, yes, you can get the code. I forgot to mention Bell 3-star could solo Chimera. That's disgusting. If then, how many shards maximum buying the 300 crystal thing? So that
The
requires
real
me
game
pulling up
starts
the
now.
patch notes
I have
because I got to
become
get
an
the
icon,
exact.
and the world spins with my permission. What should I change first?
I need to find the patch
This
notes
power is intoxicating.
because I got to get the date for this. Let's see here. All right, I believe it was in patch notes 1 was the festival event. Okay, so there's Ember. Should be right around in here because it's right after the event. Okay, here it is. The Mirsha Festival. The 22-day festival knocks off, and thanks to all masters, we prepared 4 special events filled with rewards and surprises. Event period is the 1st of October to the 23rd of October before the maintenance. Unlock. Open Season 1, Normal Area 1. Demiurge Contract. You can transcend the character to 5-star ++ during the 22-day event. So that's if you buy everything, you can do it. So, short math, 22 times 300, you're spending 6,600 Aether to, you're spending 6,600 Aether to get her ++.
Now.
So you're
What
missing
should
out
I do
on,
with you? Should I make you crawl on all fours and kiss my feet?
basically
for the
you're
rest of your
150
life?
shards short if you spend the 6,600. Through event currency. That's disgusting. Also, Addie, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. So, 22 days. I haven't bought a few of the pieces, so I'm not gonna be super worried about it. I'm just gonna take to what I get her, and I'm not spending the Aether because 6,600 is quite a strain on the account for me right now. But if you guys are spenders, then sure, go ahead and start spending to get it. All right, back in we go. There we go. So personally, I'm not worried about ++.
By seeking the stars, I've arrived!
The 6-star honor is actually kind of broken. Let me get out of this fight and I'll bring it up and show you guys.
Follow my lead!
After clearing the first chapter, halfway through the second, I have around 30,000 Aether doing all attacks. No, because if you're guaranteed to get her during the 22-day festival 2++. So that's 300 shards past 5-star.
It's time to end this. Enough playing around!
Yes.
Eliminating enemies.
So, it is, from the way I'm looking at what the patch notes say here, it's... ++ is probably coming from the... Because if you're looking at 22 days... 22 days times 15, that's 330 shards. So that's 2 dupes plus 30 in the ++, or in the 600. Rec custom recruit, sir. I have Ava and Luna. You're just gonna go fishing for a shit ton of units, honestly. When we pop out, we'll give you a few suggestions. We should beat this. But there's like a handful. There's a handful of them in there that are, like, you kind of want to grab first, and then from that, it moves out into just collection, getting the good units, moving through each phase to, yeah, the ++ system is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. So... call it, there will be like a core, we'll go through the core, we'll show you those, then it's, then you go and you start gaining like extra hunt units that you need to complete teams, and then it's going out into quality of life units, PvP units, and stuff like that to then just pure collection because they're not really that good. Or they're so niche that you're only going to use them in a couple spots. Yeah, this one looks like we're gonna win pretty easily. Yes. Yes. I will be her throne. So the full-grown ticket is very subjective. There's two ways to look at it. And, you know, this isn't gonna be probably everybody's, this isn't gonna be everybody's 2 cents, but you know what? Here it is. So there's 2 schools of thought to using this ticket. 1, to get a unit that you absolutely need to build and complete a team, or 2, so this is where in the reroll guide we said you're gonna get air for free, okay? So there's 6 units you get for free that you shouldn't be spending really anything on. Air is 1. However, the reason for doing it is because you get her, if you pick a hunt unit, you get them 4-star, and you're going to get the max books and max transcendence max level instantaneously. Where if you aren't guaranteed the unit, picking some of those up really changes
Show me the way forward, my premier.
Changes how you look at it, and the only way to show you is this way. Okay, so let's look at some units and it'll be easy to talk about this way. So if we go to recruit, I mean, that's great. With what they give away, I wouldn't doubt it. So custom recruit is basically your collect all place. When you are new, you're obviously looking at a page full of not owned, okay? So this can be subjective, again, depending on how each luck goes. So first off, just so that everybody understands, this is how you go about it, is you pick your first 3 units, and then you just keep replacing that 1 unit as you go along. You don't keep pulling for dupes in this early stage. So in this case, we were pulling for Ray, Mara, and Charlotte, and we're waiting till one of them shows up, and then we come over here and we replace them with somebody else that I need. Which my next one is going to be the new girl that was just released beforehand. So when it comes to like fishing for units here, what I recommend is, because you're working on Chimera first, you're gonna want to pick up Valentine is a early pickup. But you want to avoid the 6 units from the, personally, you want to avoid the, 6 units that are available in here. Because these are given to you for free. You're given Beth for free, you're given Kappa for free, you're given Air for free. You're given Laplace for free, Noah for free, and Eternal for free. Alright, so now this is how this ties into the ticket. So, as we are looking through our recruits, you know, we're going through and, yes, to finish, but you only need to beat. This is the thing. This is what people miss. You don't need to clear the whole thing. Okay? You just need to beat, to get Air, guaranteed immediately. You just need to complete page 1. So you need to complete Chimera Stage 5 5 times. You need to break through Legendary Gear 1 time. You get the 6-star piece right here to do. Clear Chimera Stage 15 times. That's all you have to do here. You have to enhance the 6-star piece, the weapon you were given, up to +10. Then you have to complete Chimeras 30 times, and you get a max level ticket, which is used to level her up. So this is how you would have gotten her to 30 or to 100 instantly, is with this ticket here. So this all was designed to get her there. Then the only next stage you have to do is this, and this gets her her gear that you would use to level her up. So this is where you get her helmet, you would get the boots and gloves, and you get the necklace for her. All that was designed for her. I got Noah twice while pulling for ML. And I mean, if that's the case, great. It means you have a 4+ star version of her, which is huge. And then once you get out here into stage 3, this is more about just getting the pieces leveled up and going further. But you only needed to get stage 1 to guarantee the unit. So now back to the banner thing real quick is I'll give you a few that you kind of just need to look out for when you're pulling on this. So, what are we given for free in the game that we know of guaranteed? You are guaranteed Meanie as a new or returning player by beating that. You are given Veronica for free by going through the game and beating certain story parts. You will get Veronica and Meanie early on in the game. So that's 2 more units you do not have to do. So now after that, you're looking for units like Valentine, Ren. You'll be looking at eventually getting Maxwell. You'll need, let's see here. Tamara is good. Dracon is really good. Akari is good. You know, Regina is a great unit, but a PvP unit. Dahlia is a pretty good unit. Iota is a really good unit. Cannon is a great unit to have. Diane is the one you're going to want to chase pretty early on. Let's see here. Tama no Mei is a really good mage to go ahead and have on hand. Nella and Hilda are 2 really good units to grab very early on, because on my test account we grabbed these and used them, and that's a knight, a defender, Luna, and Ava. So we have pretty much everything we need there. Then we have Karen is a good unit for later on, a good investment. Scotty is a great unit to have early on, in kind of like as a alternate version of Valentine, but you need Valentine leveled up for the hunt. Luna's a good one. Obviously, Stella's a PvP unit, and Air you're gonna already have. So Maxwell was not good in the original first part of the release. He was niche but he was good at what he did, then the buff made him far better and now a disgusting unit in general. So he definitely got a glow up because a lot of people were hating on Maxwell. Yep. So I should pick air for Chimera, so they give her, or did I get it wrong? So what I would do is, if you haven't pulled Valentine yet, Valentine's one you could use it on if you're trying to progress Chimera. If you're not progressing, okay, if you're not if you're not progressing that, then you probably want to look at using it for Diane if you do not have her yet, because you'll need Diane to do Glycius, which is the gear, the sword. So as far as 6-star on ML Ava, let me grab this real quick for you. Hero Ava Transcend. So it's at the start of the battle, you will seals extra skills of all enemies for 1 turn, ignores resistance. So that's kind of nasty, but 5-star is where she dual attacks with 2 allies. So this is where they're giving you, if you do all the purchases, you're going to ++ on her, so you'll get that. So an extra skill would be where the passive, where a passive launches 1 and then it has a second part to it. I don't know if it counts extra, or it might actually count the extra skill like Valentine, wherever my beloved is here, where they count this as an extra turn. No, that's an extra turn. Noah's S1. There we go. That's a great way to look at it. That's one I was actually trying to think of. So let's bring up Noah, and so you can see her skill gear right here. So right here. So attack the enemy, and then we go over here to her passive. Triggered effect: if Kaiser Knuckle scores a critical hit during the caster turn, activates Kaiser Cannon, an additional attack with the enemies. So that's where your where she will seal stuff like this off. So she'll only do the 1 skill. Alright, back into story, normal. Oh hey, this bitch back. I need to go get a different team. Yeah.
You better be ready to pay.
I will not beat this with this team.
Area secured. Commencing mission. Rapid fire.
Alright, we need a different team for this. Okay. Let me actually whoops. Let me double check your... Yeah, so see, this is what's annoying, is they take out of, they take all the fun out of it, so you can't silence her to use stuff. Or she's gonna wreck you. Oh, I know, I got my shit pushed in yesterday. Beating the other one. So, let's see here. We need... Diane. A good tank is actually somewhere right around. Hilda is a really good tank. If you're not pulling, and you're gonna use the free tank that's given to you in the story, Veronica is also another great tank that you're gonna want geared up as well. So, I mean, you've got several. You've also got Kappa is really good. You've got Base Luna's really good. Yes. I have skins on some of mine, so... let's see here. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that. Alright, so here's your box. Alright, so we've got Luna, Demi-Luna, Ava, Veronica, Valentine, Tama, Nome, Hilda, Ame, Stella, Dracon, Karen, Ray, Nella, Asti, Lizaletta, Meanie, Diane, Lipson, Cannon, Ember, Tamra, Scotty. Don't know the little elf succubus girl. There's Regina. Roxy's her name. Maxwell, Kuno, Kuro, Iota, Dahlia, Sigma, and okay. So looking at this, the only ones that I see that are missing is your hunt units, which you can go get from you're missing hunt units from challenges. So you need still to pick up over here, you need to pick up Eternal, Noah, and trying to think of the teams, and you're missing Air still. So yeah, you're missing just the hunt units. Which isn't terrible. So let me think about this to make sure we get everything you need. Manage teams. All right, so for gear, you've got Ame, so that's good. You're missing Noah, but you get her. You're missing Kappa, but you get her. You have Diane. So you have your first, you have the weapon and accessory team. And then, let's see here. For fire, it's Valentine, Eternal, Air, Tama? Or you could use Ava. I almost feel like I'm leaning towards Tama. Or Tio. For Chimera. But no, you're getting... So, no, you're getting Ava. Yeah, I think this is better for a starter. I think this is probably better for the starter. Because you're given this unit. Tio, you would have to fully slam out to get her. So yeah, this is probably the better... Everything early game with Ava. Super good starters. Yeah, it's, again, like I said, it's for me, I'm thinking prior to Ava, we did not have... It was Tio was the actual unit. So I was trying to think where we were. Because I also think, I could be wrong, but could you not use Asti here too? I'm thinking Asti might fit in, but not probably as good as Tio. Yes, you can. That's the old team before everybody. Yeah, and that's what I figured. Is because, like I said, this is what I was doing for the longest time. This cleared a lot of story, even, because of it was just stupid. So... Bassam, thank you so much for subscribing. So yeah, I think this is the sauce for Chimera. I think I would go with this as my, like, primary. So you just need to make sure Valentine is pulled. Asti is permanent immunity, up units, cycle fast, that's all. Got it. So yeah, that would be probably where I would start for a new player. And Asti heals a lot. That makes sense. As far as the other teams, I've got to go do, so I keep my... Yeah, so if you've got your hunt teams for now, I would do that, but I would also make sure... Hold on, there's one I think you're missing that I would say you need. Let me look. But I don't know if it's worth chasing right now. Let me look at my heroes. So...
All right.
I did not mean to click on her. Yeah, I think you've got everybody that I would recommend, so yeah. So, should I keep my tickets then, since I got the hunt teams, the max ticket? So that's where we came, that's where it comes in, is, for the ticket itself, there is two schools of thought. Use it for somebody that you need to just level up in general, so this could be 4-starring air is a acceptable way of doing it, or it is going out and taking somebody you don't have and going ahead and getting them. Like, I didn't see, let's see here. Looking at levels, it would be to force up somebody like Ame would be one, since she's not leveled up, she's one of the units used for your gear hunts. You could go ahead and slam her up, because she was pulled from one of the other banners. You could use it to I can't tell if that Diane is leveled or not. You could use it on some of them. How the hell Scotty just gives all the offensive buffs on existence? Exactly. I mean, she's literally everything under the sun. Einstein? Insane? Thank you for subscribing. Don't know if I'm saying your name right.
The real game starts now. I have become
So,
an icon, and the world spins with my...
Let's go back and, no one is leveled besides D-Luna Eva. Okay, so then, hold on. Okay, so then it could be used to, then it can be used to level up your weapon and accessory hunt characters. One of them, if you're gonna 4-star them, I would probably say Let me actually, before I do, let me look at both of them. If I was going to 4-star someone...
It's me, your Diane.
Ally speed. Maybe. I'm thinking...
Yes? You called for me?
Ally critical hit chance. I might go Ame. But the speed's also nice for certain things too. Honestly, I don't... Because you're never going to add units to it. So it's what's in the ticket now is in the ticket. So don't think they're going to add stuff into it later. What's in there is in there. So I would suggest maybe Ame or Diane if you've really got to use it like right now. Or use it for somebody, like I said, in the future. For me, I popped it on Tamara because I didn't have her. She's good, and it got me a unit over and done with.
Tamara reporting in and ready for action.
So it was just, for me, it was just easy peasy. All right. So let's go back and work on some story. Oh no, not the boobas. Don't do it. Don't do what? Don't do that. Got it. I won't.
Defenses are better than ever.
We won't do it. Yeah, no problem. Always happy to help. All right. Season 2 normal. All right, back to building this monster. I know, right? Nobody should ever play it for the plot. Ever. Okay, so... Diane... Scotty... let's see here. I'm gonna go with this and Prayage. I've got the healer, Matt. God, I wish that sword was better. I approved Hellcrest in the guild. Awesome, thank you. Dude, why didn't you... You should have told me you were in. I would have gone and pulled you in. Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright, let's see if I get my shit pushed in. I'm gonna log into my account for the first time in forever. You will need to transfer it, Rosie. Let me go back to the video and grab the link. Alright, so there you go for anybody who needs it. Again, that is the Outerplane transfer link if you did not do it beforehand. Actually, I think if I go to YouTube, can I not pin this? Boom. It's pinned. Hell yeah. Alright, Twitch chat, I think I can do this as well. Pin. Manually until end of stream. Cool. So Twitch chat and YouTube now have that. Kick is also pinned. Perfect. So now it's pinned up on top of my stream for anybody who needs it.
Love blooms even on the battlefield.
Oh shit. I didn't put gear on Diane. She's about to get absolutely blown up. I'm like 80% sure she's naked. And not in the way we want her. I mean, she is naked, but we're gonna watch. We're gonna see if she gets instantly popped. If she instantly gets popped, we're changing. Discord link is just by a command. I can only do one pen. But it's exclamation point Discord brings up the, should start propping it up for everybody. And then go through and it's, you'll need to go through accept the terms, which is all the way at the bottom, tells you how to do it. Literally just copy paste. And, hit enter. I really hope Diane has gear on, because I'd hate to redo this, but I'm also curious for science, did I actually gear?
My dream finally came true. What happened? Me back my hubby.
I think we have all the buffs, is where we're at right now. We are at all the buffs. And then for anybody to auto-roll, it's just under mobile games. This is the general thing. We haven't created a special, like, Outerplane channel for it. Alright, if Diane dies here, she's not geared. She wasn't geared. Okay. That's all we needed to know. Like I said, I was pretty sure, because I think Ava has my gear currently. For healer. Alright, yep. Manage heroes. Change gear, use preset, TO. Equip gear. Yep, come on at Ava.
It's me, your Diane.
Why didn't I roll that? What did it hit that made me not do it? Oh, it hit the flat health and the accuracy. That's why. I was like, why have I never leveled that necklace? That makes all the sense in the world.
It's me, your Diane.
Alright, now we should beat this. With hopefully flying colors.
You better be ready.
Because now she's going to be cycling a lot faster.
Rapid fire. I'll finish them off. Might makes right.
I'm sure I still have all my skins I bought. Hell yeah. Once you've transferred over, Rosie, you can join the guild. It's the same as it originally was, which was Because I couldn't get it to spell out any other way because you can only put 8 characters in it. So, trash.
Beginning the hunt.
I'm shredded to pieces!
I'll burn you to a crisp.
Exalt Ars Nova! Elimination. Exceed our boundaries!
Sparing no arrows.
Exterminate!
Might makes right.
I have an old ass account with no demi-urge. Should I transfer or just re-roll? I would do both. So here's why. By transferring one, you go ahead and you are given a demi-urge ticket for the transfer. So you'll at least get one. And then you're given Ava for free in the festival by transferring over. So that's 2. Now, the issue is, as far as trying to get, like, a third will be a lot harder. However, it technically would be possible with the demiurge currencies that are given out. And then, yes, I would also then create a burner account and re-roll to get Luna, take the Ava from the festival, and then use some of the currencies to start re-rolling some of the tickets to get
Show me the
some
way
progression
forward,
out of it.
Khmer.
Finish tower hard, 10 floor, 1 mil HP, Beth, 700,000 damage, Gnosis, Nella did 300,000 damage from her change damage. I got Demiurge, Stella, and second Luna in the same 10 pull. That's disgusting. Oh hey, look what, we beat it. Oh hey, okay, hold my beer. If this shit beat it, I'm going back and getting my other from last night. Cause I got my shit pushed in by this bitch. Oh, let me go claim that Aether. Oh wait, hold on, I was right there. I'll show you. Took 9 gal. Sluck pulled Luna in the 110 pull. But did you pull 2 Lunas in 110 pull? Go look at Discord, Rosie. On the Outerplane channel, I think somewhere up there. Nope, I posted it in Gotcha Corner. Never mind. I pulled 2 in 1 multi. Oh, you stole my third. Got it. I see. Alright, so the team... So this was the team I used. Dracon, Scotty, I used Diane and Luna. This one's not that new player friendly, but it at least works.
A little more left on
Because
the
of the Dracon in it, it's not quite what y'all can get your hands on. But at that point, you would put like normal Luna, you would put Hilda in there, you would put probably Veronica.
Might makes right. Perish. Trifling beings. Witness the power of the White Dragon.
With the fall of a star, tonight!
But I think early next week we need to go through and start working on. Yes, there is a 24-hour thing, by the way, for getting into the guild. But,
Shred you to pieces.
shit, what was I gonna say? I was going somewhere, then I read that.
Exalt Ars Nova. Elimination.
If you ever have problems with bosses, start building Beth. Yeah, Beth is on the, Beth is definitely on the board for that. I definitely want to do that.
Everything is futile.
For harmony. This is it.
For the fatherland. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh yeah,
dun,
doing
dun,
gear.
dun.
I want to redo my gear from top to bottom.
With the fall of the storm, commence. I am the herald of finality.
I assume so. Because I don't have Demiurge or the Gnosis Beth. That one's very far out of my league, but I know she's cracked as well.
This is Sasha requesting more firepower. My thoughts exactly. Time to take a bow.
See ya. My dream finally came true.
Yeah.
What happened? Bring back my hubby.
Beginning the hunt.
Alright, I'm gonna go to 11 today because tomorrow I won't probably be able to do a morning stream. So we'll do 1 extra hour today. For the morning.
Sparing no arrows.
And then, I'll have to call it quits because I will need to go get some shit done.
You have 3 kids.
3 kids? Why 3? Why are we gonna stop at 3? If you're good, I'm good.
Exalt Ars Nova.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. for me.
Place your fate on the line.
And, we're about to have to deal with the daylight saving shit here soon. So we'll be falling back, and it would be technically 9 right now.
Show me the way forward, my command.
Because we do the stupid daylight savings bullshit. Oh, hey, look, the team beat it. Alright, so there you go. Confirmed. Oh, I'm so pissed. How many times I got my shit pushed in last night trying to do this. Oh well, we beat it now. I feel better. Alright. But yeah, as soon as we fall back, I'll be 2 hours, ahead. And according to Trump, from one of the interviews, somebody asked him right after he first got in, they did, a lot of polling around the states, and he says it's actually a pretty hard line on 50-50. Because he says they were going to do something about it when he got in through an executive order. And he says, but they decided to back off because he says he's going to make one half of the country unhappy with the decision they make. He says whether it was to get rid of it and leave it on daylight savings time or get rid of it and leave it on the normal standard time. He says it literally, America was split at about 50-50 through all the, when they were asking around about it. So he decided to just leave it be. Most people wouldn't even notice. So here's the thing. The people who like daylight savings time are normally people with children, and they prefer to have daylight earlier during the school hours so that the kids aren't standing out at dark. So those are the people who typically want daylight savings. Then you have the stupid people out there who say that dumb shit like the cows won't know when to get milked. Fuck them, they're just stupid. That tells you how much they don't know. And then there is a group of people that just like, please put it back to the original time. We still have 2 states in the US that don't do it, and Fading Light lives in one of those 2 states that doesn't do it. So I say just put it on one or the other and be done with it. I don't give a shit at this point, but let's just stop the hopping back and forth. But if we were actually to go to the actual time, it needs to fall back and be done. And daylight savings was a stupid idea that's been carried on forever. Let's see here. Is there a room in the guild? Yes, we have plenty of room. I swear it's the worst thing to ask because they just make a big deal for no reason. I mean, unfortunately it is. 24-hour leaders, there's 24-hour timer for leading to join new. No, there's no waiting list. You just, if you're leaving a guild, it'll be a timer and then you can get in. Samuel Lyon Jackson. Oh, nice. All right, I need to put the gear back on.
Summons confirmed. I got your call, Matt. Summons confirmed.
The guild name is which is actually, if we could have spelled it out right. But unfortunately, they wouldn't let me do that, so I had to cut it up to make it work.
Cheer up! The child prodigy has arrived.
Target confirmed.
One shot, sure kill.
Firing my shot.
Follow my lead. With the fall of a star, commence! I am the herald of finality.
Alright.
I am your reckoning.
I'll join tomorrow, leaving my guild now. Okay, cool. Just let us know and
It's time to end.
we'll hook you up. I'm loving Noah from watching the stream. Yeah, Noah's great. I mean, honestly, she's one of the best PvE, like, stage clearers in the game because of how much crap is AoE. She can wipe the whole board if she's built well enough. And
Show me your resolve.
it's one of the reasons why we went crit damage set, because we found out that crit damage scales better than attack in this.
Out of my way, you troublemaker!
At least early on, we were messing around with crit damage and attack, and it was definitely, you could do more damage with crit damage than you could with an attack set with her. But I don't know if that's changed. I mean, again, there's been a year, basically, I'm missing from the game, in general. And that's why we're trying to, like, kind of push up and get some of the, story done so that I can finish unlocking some of the content so I can continue doing the guilds and stuff like that. Or doing the guides. But today I'll have to do, I've got to do that thing. So, we did not have pen set. You have to remember, when the game dropped, we did not have a pen set. So things could have changed, and that's why I said it's subject to change because of where we're at. That it may have popped up to where, the attack pen may have taken over, or maybe a crit damage pen, because I don't think crit damage is guaranteed. I don't think it's a hard 4. I think there is a 2 to it. It's whatever sets can be broken down, you would be able to use split sets. I'd have to actually go look. Cool, look forward to having you. I know we've got a few joining tonight. Are going to join in.
Wisdom of the king, activate!
We've got, you know, a few from here that are joining, and I know it's going to probably pop off a little bit once we make the joining a guild, and I actually put out a video stating that it is open, first come, first serve. Once that, video goes out, because I'm not making more.
Beginning the hunt.
I am not making more. We did that with Epic 7, and that was really a stressful thing because you had to kind of put, while I could micromanage them and look at them, still some people had to do certain things as officers in those guilds for me. And I couldn't be at everywhere at all places. I need 24 hours as well. No worries. There's still plenty of room in it. And I mean, it's going to be a few days before we get that guild video out, so it's not going to fill up anytime soon. Today we're going to be going over the Death Notice videos, so if you're looking for guides, unfortunately that won't be today. But this will kind of go over, and I'll go over it and I'll give you kind of, well, we'll be watching the video and giving you kind of like how I look at it as a player who is really kind of, I'm stuck from basically year one, and I'll be looking at it like that, which will give you the idea of the direction, because there are some things in there that you can kind of interpret a little bit differently. We've got the Ranger. So that video will be going out today because that's kind of the hope of the series, is some of the stuff he's talking about, because he's talking about the direction of where the game is going. So, and to break it down and just go, okay, here's kind of what he's saying, this is where it went, this is where it's going. So that's an 18-minute or a 13-minute video. So that'll probably end up being about a 30-minute video.
I am the herald of finality.
Messing up speed? That I'm not sure of.
Beginning the hunt.
I would have to go through and specifically check every new unit that's come out, but I haven't seen somebody who messes up speed. I've seen people who are speed chasers. Stella being one, the normal light Stella, not the Demiurge. She is a speed chaser. Because she is basically the anti-opener opener. But then there was a unit, I want to say it was Nodia? Or Meanie, that was like kind of cucking her over. Oh, you have a pleasant time with the game? That's awesome. I mean, it's been fun and overall to play. It's nice to play it and actually have people interested in it for once. Because for the longest time, nobody was interested in it. I think I talked about it last night, saying I think during the Outerplane, when we first played it on Twitch, maybe only 4 or 5 people came out to watch. Like, it was not a lot of people. Whenever we tried to talk about it, nobody was even in the category, ever. The only time it was in was, like, the first week of launch. And that wasn't enough to, like, bring the hype to the game.
I shall go wherever. Together. With you.
Like, you need more than that if you're going to be trying to hype a game. Plus, like I said, the lack of advertisement just absolutely murdered this game. Which is sad. Someone on Discord who is transferring an old account. And that's kind of the sad reality of where we are. It was a point in time when
Disappear. Trifling beings.
Smilegate did a little bit during the release to talk about it on a few different things. They mentioned it in their Epic 7 Discord, but you had too many of the Epic 7 nerds not wanting to even give it a try because they were too deep in the RTA season. I think is what it was. I think it was too deep into the RTA season when they announced it, and people were trying to compete to get up in that. So you're unfortunately set the stage for people already basically ignoring the game because they're already playing something else. Then by the time they want to check it out, they look at it as a dead game because nobody's on their, you know, people already said I quit, there's nobody playing. You know, the units itself, people were upset with kind of how the Demiurge banner was set up. There was a lot of things that they were trying to work out in terms of balance that just didn't go, which kept dooming it over and over. And honestly, I said, I think by 6 months, I said this is going to EOS by year 1. If it goes past that, it's a miracle they carry it. You'll never forgive them. Actually, the game for Month and Demi that came out, lack of hype made it drop. Yeah, I could see that, ignorance from Smilegate. I got a full-grown 3-star hero ticket. Who should I pick from it? So this is a very subjective question, and it depends on what you're wanting to do. So I would say, let me kind of give you the spiel we gave a little bit earlier, which is this. Let me back out so that we can see this, because this will make more sense to be able to show you. So I'm going to assume you're probably a brand new player to the game. If not, then this kind of gets taken slightly differently. But here is the TLDR. So the thing you need to understand is you're given 6 units for free right here. You're given Beth, you're given Kappa, you're given Air, you're given Laplace, you're giving Noah, and you're given Eternal for free on stage 1 of beating this. That's all you have to do is beat stage 1 and you get the character. So going through all the different hunts, once you've gotten to that point, is going to give you these units. But you got to get to episode 5, stage 5 to get it, which will take a little bit of time for a new player. Alright, so now that we have established that there are 6 units there that you're going to get, you need to know that there's 2 other units you're going to get as well. You're going to get in the returning or the new player reward, you're going to get Meanie for free in this event. Regardless, returning or new player, it's the same thing. You're going to get it there. Then you have in the story, I don't know where it is in the menus, but you're going to get a Veronica at one point. Now, let's go to the recruit banner, and I'll talk about this for this aspect, is depending on where you are and what you have or have not pulled will determine what you need to do. So there are units that you do need. You will need Valentine for starting the Chimera hunt. You know, Ren is a good unit. You have Maxwell. You have where are they? You have Asti's a good one. You have Dracon's a good one. Akari. You get her from the reroll. If you didn't have her on the reroll because you got Ren, then obviously it'd be Ame. She's a PvP unit, but good. Decent mage, depending on what you're doing. Again, Iota, decent mage, depending on what you're doing. Cannon's a good one. Diane's a really great healer that you probably need to have on your account and one of the earlier healers to roll after. Tamano no Mei is a really good mage, depending on what you need. Then you have Nella is a really good healer. Hilda is a really good tank. Karen is a great striker. You have Scotty is a great ranger, and normal Luna is a great defender, depending on what you're doing. Now, this is where it comes into play. Do you need one of these other units that are going to be used for some specific content? Me personally, I pulled Tamara because it was a unit I didn't have, and it was easier for me to pull her and just instantaneously have the unit leveled up and ready to use. Then for new players, it's actually kind of good to think about potentially using it on one of the challenges, depending on where you are. And there's only a few that I would consider depending on what you really need. Option 1 is to go over here and look at using it on you could use it on air to get her max leveled, because that would allow you to start clearing the gear idea. The second option is to go ahead and put it on Ame here, because transcending her to 4-star increases ally crit chance by 3%, taking 3% of the crit chance that you don't need to really have to worry about right away when building your team. So what this does is this goes ahead and maxes out your weapon and accessory character damage dealer, because she'll be one of the main ones you'll use there with Noah. And to show you, the two teams are basically going to be this. So team 1 for the accessories will look like this. You'll end up using Noah. You'll use Kappa, which is given to you for free. You'll use, let me go ahead and grab Diane, which is right here. You'll use Diane, and now you need the other, which is there she is, Ame. So this would be your setup for farming the weapons. Then, if you're farming for the armor, you would be looking at this. So this can be run with, full fire team to go into. Well, I didn't need to delete that. So you'll be running for Chimera, you'll be running Air, Eternal, again, 2 units that are given to you for free. You're going to be rolling for Valentine on your normal banner right there. And then it comes down to, if you have Asti, you can technically use her. You could, if you're from a returning player, your team was actually this back in the day, so you probably would have had Tio, but now the new sauce is actually the Ava unit right here. So that gets you both the team for doing the first set of gear that you're going to be farming and the first set of weapons and accessories you're going to be farming. So it would come down to boosting your somebody like Air, or it'd be coming down to boosting Ame. And personally, I think I would look at it from Ame, because the thing that everybody needs to realize is with the recruit, or with the challenges, everybody gets a a level 100 ticket just for beating stage 1, which will instantly take Air to level 100. And to beat some of the earlier stages, you don't need all of her skills. However, as you continue working up on these, you'll get other things to build them up. So specifically clearing out Eternal, again, you're given a level 100 ticket, so you can take her instantly up. So there is advantages to and to not do the direct ones given from the hunt. So It could technically be used on Valentine to push her up. Not that I'd recommend it. I almost think getting Ame up, which would give you your main damage dealer, even though Noah is gonna get the same thing as well. She will help. I think honestly, the more I think about it, it's really Ame is the sauce, or Diane. Ame or Diane, depending on what you're doing. But I almost kind of think Ame, because that's your damage dealer, and just roll Diane and start leveling her up. So that's kind of how we treat it, and I know it's not necessarily what you were wanting. You were wanting a direct, probably a more direct of just pick these units and roll with it, but it's not that simple because it's a complex answer, because it literally depends on everybody's accounts. Each account is different on who got pulled, who got the good RNG, who got the bad RNG. So it makes it a little harder to say, just go get these sets of units. Because at each part of where you are in that stepping stone depends on what you're doing. My favorite activity is finding cheese strats to screw over whales in PvP. It's hilarious to watch them crash out. Oh yeah, no, that's great. It's a miracle to survive this long. And actually, the hunt units are solid. They were really considerate. Yeah, it really was. Finally out of energy. Energy seems kind of expensive. Energy is something that is going to be a gate on what you do, and you got to know where to go to get it. Leveling up is going to give you more energy, and you got to know where all your energy ticks are to get out. And yes, it will... Wait, we're back to this bitch again? I didn't realize it.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Hold up, hold up. If we're back... Oh wait, no, I'm on a story team. Never mind. There is no... I can't change my things. It's her. Hold on. I realized what I was doing. I saw her thing, I'm like, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. This shouldn't be happening right now. This is not... That's me not paying attention.
Put you out of your
But yes, energy is something that is going to be... sought after. There is content that uses it, and there is not content that uses it. And it'll be about micromanaging your time to do that. But as you level up your account, each time it goes over and you level it up, you will get more and more and more energy per level up. So that's why you do want to start pushing towards level 60. But there are time gates basically of energy. The reason why I haven't burned out is because you have to realize I didn't play for a very long time. I stored up a bunch of energy that made it a lot easier for me to go on.
That should do it.
And there used to be I think an energy thing you could buy and save. Don't quote me on that because I'm not actually 100% sure. Cheese people in PvP started building Regina with evasion set and have fun. You know, yeah, but I'm trying to think. There was a energy that I was buying, like it was like a subscription thing, is what I want to say existed. But I don't think that's there anymore, because there was one where there was. Because there was one where you had the 7-day timer energy always being added into the mailbox that you would store and burn depending on where you were. Thanks to you a lot. No, not a problem. Happy to help.
Our time together is precious.
Later, less
so
energy you need.
fast.
I have some problems at the start. And that's the thing, because your account gains energy. Like total banked energy as you level up the account. Whoops, I just realized what team we're using and they are not geared. But yeah, as you get up there, it will be less, but there still are large energy dumps in the game. You just gotta know where they are. and where to plan around them. Yeah, I'm gonna strike her. But I can totally see that. I definitely remember feeling the energy burn back then. I mean, we were watching the ad. Let's just put it that way.
A little more left on the clock. Rapid fire.
This is it!
The strong survive. Perish. Trifling being.
I just ran 11 80 times for Chimera, special order, a lot of energy. Yeah, 13 per tick, that's definitely painful. So that's 1,000 energy you just burned through. But hey, at least your weekly's done, so you can go claim all the fancy little toys from that. So that's good.
It's time to end this.
Enough playing around!
The strong survive. Perish.
Also, I didn't put Dracon up at the tank spot. Whoops. Got one usable speed glove. Out of all the blue gear and green gear you rolled, you only got one, or just you mean just one like actual speed glove.
Get out of my way, you troublemaker! Noah Beam!
Yep. Yeah, no, that's a big. You just got fucked up right there. You do no. When you first start out, you level gray gear, and I'm about to show you why. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna show you why you do this. You level anything and everything that remotely starts good.
Everything is futile.
Give me a second as soon as I get out of this, and I'm about to show you, because y'all need to pay attention to this. If you're wanting to know about gear, we're gonna go have one more gearing thing. We'll do a quick gearing guide. This will kind of be like 101 abridged for you all.
Show me the way forward.
Alright, so old school tech. Back when we started, gray gear was actually kind of saucy depending on how you played. Alright, so let's go look at this helmet. I'm going to explain this thing to you. I'm going to mansplain this to you. Alright? Because you're not going to see this often.
Can I help with something?
Alright, so let's talk about this helmet, okay? So let's talk about this. So, gray gear starts with 1 stat. So that means I rolled crit damage, effectiveness, and crit chance. It started with a 3 speed. So this was a 3, 6, 9 speed helmet, okay? Not something you see early on. Just a random 9 speed helmet. So that means I had to blow 3. 1, 2, 3. So now I had 3 chances to get it. And getting a 12 speed helmet that early on was monstrous back in the day. To have that. I mean, to be able to have some of the first, like, 280, 290 speed units was nuts back then. So, let's talk about this one more time from the aspect of leveling gear. So, new players, you will level green gear like your heart depends on it. 5 stars and 4 stars, depending on what you're chasing early on. Just as proof, to show you what I mean by this.
Is it too much to ask for a break around here?
Wait. Who has... Is it Valentine? Somebody has my 4-star speed gear still. Is it on Valentine?
Have you got business with me, kiddo?
No, I've changed it.
Have you got business?
Can I help?
Got you. Okay, so We're gonna look for a glove real quick. So speed gloves. Attack. Resilience, health effectiveness. Crit chance, crit damage. This is a god tier glove, not gonna lie. So now we want attack and attack on this, or attack and speed. So, and you look at something like this, this is stupid. You want to have this. And the fact that we have 2 and 3, this is worth rolling right here. Regardless, this is worth rolling. Evasion, kind of trash. Resilience, kind of trash. So we lost the attack stats on this. But we at least can see that, you know, it wasn't bad. So it was worth rolling, but we have sad numbers here. All right, let's go check out. Actually, can I just do this? Primary set is speed, apply. Wait, hold on. How do we do this? Where's the set? Set effect. There we go. Speed set. Go. Apply. All right. So let's try to find something else to reroll. Okay, we have another speed glove right here. Enhance. So reforge. We have accuracy. Not bad. Defense. Not great. But we're going to speed check it even though it is, because at this point we can get at a max of 4. So we'd get 3, 6, 9, 12. 15 speed could be the best. I have like 4 pieces of red gear with full speed rolls. That's great, honestly. I'm confused. What's the upside to rolling red gear? Higher percentages. I'll explain that in just a second, because that's where we're about to move up. So we're going to speed check this. Boom. Speed. We keep going. Boom. Speed. We keep going. Defense. Not terrible. We're going to keep going because we just hit speed twice. Boom. Speed. 12 speed glove right there. Now, I could have just had a 15 speed glove if I'd have done that. So now we will level this up because... So we will level that up because it actually turned out really good. So there, we got extra stats. And then if we wanted to break through, we would throw in like that piece of garbage, but we don't need it. Anyway, so we just got a 12 speed piece on her for that. Now, why is this good? Because early on, you need stats, period. Stats is what carries it. The gear level itself doesn't matter. Coming from Epic 7, you always had to level up the gear, pray you got the stats. Now you don't even have to level it to see what you get. So, now, why is red better? Red is better when it comes to the final stats on the piece. So, when we are looking at boots, none of these have speed on them, unfortunately. So let's see. So red is better because it starts with all 4 stats rolled. So if I equip these boots and we go over here to enhance and reforge, you now have 6 chances to increase these stats by good. No, the new summer unit is actually not good at all. The new unit is really only good for one niche thing in PvP. Outside of that, in PvE, she's garbage. But she will be probably something that might see a buff later on, because this kind of feels like the spit in the face. Yes, the red gear will have more substats, and I think the gear starts higher in its thing. Let me find something that has evasion and health, and let's see if I can...
Can I help with something?
Let me find a 6-star that has evasion and health on it that's not leveled. And I'll double check that so that I'm not giving y'all false information here. 15 evasion, 4 health. 14 evasion, 3.6 health. Okay, so it's slightly worse stats. So you have slightly less stats on the blue, you have slightly less stats on the green, and So, but those stats that are actually on the piece itself aren't what you're chasing. You're chasing the substats that are inside the gear. So, where this piece here has accuracy and all this stuff, this can be the same stat numbers on blue gear or on green gear. This is what's being changed by the color. Now, the difference is that glove that we just rolled for her here can only be enhanced technically 4 times. Can only go up 4 times because I have to roll 2 stats on her. But here, we ended up getting lucky that 3 out of the 4 rolls went to speed. So this was a great speed check piece. Yes, this is why I plan on doing Gearing 101, and this is kind of the Gearing 101 thing, is to talk about the gearing level up so that people understand the proper way to gear from the beginning of the game. Hard tracking reds is going to be a massive hit on your account to try to track reds instantly. I'm not to the point of red only account. I will go red only once I have all my major teams actually geared to kind of rough substats, and then we're going to improve upon that by actually chasing the numbers we really need. So, and starting to, because basically I need to, you did kind of mess up because you just deleted 1,000 energy worth of blue and green gear, which is kind of bad, but thankfully you did get some crafting mats, so you should be able to make a couple pieces off of that for that expenditure. Also,
hello.
you should have the festival showdown frost elf, which you should be able to clear the 10 times to help get some gear thrown at your account. Yeah, here's the thing. Gear here is, if it's good, you use it. If it's good, use it. Which is literally what you're looking at right here. If it's good, you use it. But they got rid of grays. But I still get to hold on to this and tell you, back in my day, grays existed, and you could turn a gray to god tier. Like, that was amazing back then. For real. So, you're not gonna get to see this anymore. So it's cool that I got a piece of history that shows I was here, outside of the obvious I was here of the 100-day border. That's the only reason. I'm normally like anti-border, but at least at this point, being a content creator, people can look at this and go, yeah, no, he was here in the beginning. So that's why I use the 100-day border, is so that y'all can at least see that I was here during the first 100 days of the game. I only put all red to my hypercarry DPS for PvE. So, but that's the thing, is getting to that point. Getting the actual gear to roll well is the long-term grind. That's not something that's going to happen overnight, because there are percentages too. And we haven't really talked about that in depth. Nice 18 speed chest. Nice 18 speed chest. Anyone got a good dismantle cell filter then? Can't be asked to do it manually. So, like, look at this. Let me explain it like this to help out a little bit. If we go to... Let me find somebody that we can... that I can try this on. Okay, so if we go to this, enhance... Whoops! I clicked the wrong button. When I clicked in, I clicked on the be right back. Let me change this gear, actually. Let me put on a boot that we can actually work on, and we can explain it with this. Settings, effect, speed, go, apply. let's look for a secondary stat of speed. Okay. So. Alright, we'll use this as an example. Because it's green and I don't mind wasting green materials.
With something?
Okay. So, chance and... Son of a bitch. Ah, crap. I closed my game out. I clicked the wrong button. I forgot that was an in-game thing. Alright, give me a second, and then I'll make this point. But I promise I'll get to Gearing 101 as fast as possible. It won't take me too long to do the after the reroll. Basically, this should go one day, 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 one day. This should take me one day to do each one of those gearing guides. I just closed out my game. We're talking about gearing, and I'm giving like an abridged version of Gearing 101 for the chat right now so that they can understand some of the methods and stuff. But like, I will try to get to that video as fast as possible so that we can do this in a good, clean, effective manner so that you guys can understand all the gearing properly and the order about getting to that point. Because like, there are things where you can go in and use 4-star gear to get you to that point, because it's about beating the stage to get there. Power creep, while has happened, there are, you will still need to use some gear. Thankfully, the game is giving out like 5-star gear and stuff like that to help you get to these points. Plus, the hunts are giving you gear directly, which is huge, so you'll be able to use those. Let's see here. Kobe, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Let's go back to gearing real quick on the Stella. So,
Can I help with
let's
something?
look at the boots again, and we'll explain it from here. And turn off the notepad. Okay, so when it comes to the reroll here, what we want to show is the breakthrough of change stats. So what does this tell us? This tells us the min value and the max value of a specific stats. When are you going to continue the next beginner's guide? That will probably be tomorrow. Today I've got to do the dev notice. Tomorrow we'll start back with what's next, and then it should be a few days after that we'll be going through it. However, you guys have access to me. So you can come in and ask questions whenever until we get to the point, but the guide will always have the more refined version of thought process going through it. Here is more chatting with you guys and pulling up and dealing with bullshit. When it's a video, I'm able to sit there, I map it out, and I go through it from top to bottom and cover everything that you need to know. So what I want to point out here is the substats themselves. Okay? So if we do this, let's see here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 24 divided by 6 means you're gonna roll 4 per that. So let's look at crit damage. What is its max? Crit damage goes up to 24. All right. Effectiveness goes to 15. Oh wait, it's gonna do it by 5s, I think. For that. 2.5 to 15%. Okay, no, it is actually 6. Okay. So let me do this for y'all, real quick. So that you guys can understand this. All right. So speed is +3 per level. You have well, you're gonna say X subsets, which are the larger, the bigger numbers, are going to be like, so that is 24, which is should be plus 6% per level. And you have flats go up incrementally. Let's see here, defense 40 times, yeah, okay, and then it goes up right here. Flat def is plus 40 per level. Okay, so what this is telling you is that the substats themselves are fixed. So if I hit effectiveness is gonna go up plus 2.5% per level. You should never jump up right here. All right, so we're gonna jump back to Reforge. We're not blocking anything that y'all are seeing. So watch what happens here. So gear has where the random rolls come in is each piece has a chance to roll between 1 and 3 of the number when you're rolling the gear, okay? Then these are fixed levels per level up when you're going through it. So if we roll speed, it's going to be plus 3. If we hit the substat here, actually, you know what? We'll just put crit damage since it's on here. All right. So if it's crit damage, you will see a plus 6 on it. If it goes flat defense, it'll roll plus 40. Or if it's effectiveness, it'll roll 2.5. Crit damage to 6. All right. Speed to 9. Effectiveness to 5. So when leveling gear, they're all fixed stats. It's fixed increments. It's just how many do you get when rolling. So the idea for people when you're speed chasing, you're actually looking for 3 speed. So you should be looking for 9 speed pieces when you're trying to like deep speed chase. You're starting at 9s because you only want to hit the last 3 rolls so that you can put stats into the other piece. Or if you're chasing crit chance, you need to roll with 3 crit chance to start, or you're trying to get crit damage, you need to roll with that because they are fixed increments when they go up per level. And this is why the color of the gear does not matter, but it's the price per. When you get down to greens, you have to roll 2x before stat goes up. Blues, you have to roll 1x before stat goes up. And reds, stat goes up first. That is what the color of the grade is. Plus, you have worst, main percents. And I say worse in quotations, better main percent stats. and then you have best main percents. So I should set filter to min of 2 pre-rolls. 2 pre-rolls. So what I do is when I'm looking at gear in the beginning, like, okay, we're back day 1, week 1 of Outerplane. What I'm looking for immediately is just stats. So I put on all sorts of garbage. It was blue, white, red, whatever it gave me that got me stats that got me across the board. I did not reforge originally. Then, towards the end of that week, going into week 2, we started reforging because we were getting into the hunt and we were getting up there where I was getting the 5s and 6s, or 4s and 5s. I started reforging 5s just to try to get some stats, but we didn't go deep because the currencies at that time, we didn't have the hundreds and thousands of the reforge mats, so we were a little more careful. But it had to have some stats, because again, we were trying to get across the board to make something happen. Then, as that first month went by, it started just being, go to 6 stars, roll it to get the kind of the stat barriers you needed. If it had most of it, and you could get at the minimum of 50 crit chance, because we were using Valentine, as long as we could hit 50 crit, get decent attack and decent crit damage and decent speeds, depending on the speed tunings we were trying to do, we did that. So when you go to gearing, this is what you do. You're gonna go to challenges, you're gonna go to ecology study, you're gonna come over here. Once you've beaten it, you're gonna grab your team, you're gonna go to your leveling team, because you're not gonna be running this anymore. Unless you need to slow burn your energy for whatever reason, then sure, you run it. But if not, you're skip ticketing it like me. You're going to grab, you know, we'll do a burst of 10. Just, actually, we need to do this. So, we are going to dismantle, of course, this actually won't even apply, to be honest, because we're going to be only getting 6 stars. So this doesn't even matter. Here we are going to go sweep 10 times. Actually, I haven't done my weapon. Let me go sweep my weapon, because we haven't done it. Let me sweep my weapon. And this way I'm actually being, you know, actually like 5 head with my energy here. So we're going to come in, we're going to sweep this 10 times and see what we get. Alright, so we got a crit speed chance, so this would be something we would roll because it's a crit and speed. That's kind of garbage. That's garbage. That is actually rollable. That is actually really good, because that is a 3 roll attack, and that is a 2 roll crit damage. This is definitely worth rolling. I'm going to go ahead and lock that piece. Because that is actually a really good green necklace to start with. Especially if somebody needs speed and offensive stats, that's a really good necklace to start with. Now, the next 2 rolls could turn it into complete dog shit, but that's kind of the stuff you look for. That's a 3 speed, or that's a 3 roll on attack and a 2 roll on crit damage. Then you have this sword, which is attack defense, kind of garbage. That would probably get foddered away. Defense necklace, probably going to get foddered. That would go to like Giga Tank if I was trying to go after that. Defense, there's a 9 speed, so we have a 3 speed. So if a defender needs speed, I'm rolling this necklace regardless, because that starts on 3. This is 2, and this is 2, I think, as well. And then this sword is health, attack, defense, crit. So if I got a crit damage roll or something on that, if you have not 3-starred the stage, you can't do this. You have to have this. You have to have all 3 stars on the stage to do it. Once you do that, then you can sweep like this. So, and then gearing, honestly, unfortunately, I hate to be that person. You're gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup, because you cannot, you will not be able to go through your gear and have it auto-filter that and dismantle. This is literally going through, when you want to dismantle gear, this is the grind of the game where you go down and you start working on taking up all of this, because, like, I don't need all this 5-star garbage right here. I'm past this point, so all of this has got to go. We could do this to do up to 5-star. We're going to do normal, superior, epic. We'll look at the greds, and even if it's enhanced, we'll say if it's enhanced under 3, because I think I might have a few right there. Apply to 4, 3, 2, 1 stars in case there is anything. We can dismantle those. Get rid of the low-level garbage in my account. Now, looking at this, if we need speed stuff, we would look through the speeds and check for anything there. For speed checks, we got some pen, but I don't see any speeds. So all this is going to probably get re-rolled. There's a speed check. All this is going to get rolled. Speed neck, we're going to leave that. Although that is a ranger exclusive. No. Okay, speed on a healer, we'll leave that just to have it. Speed, that's a really good neck. Speed check that probably. I'll get rid of that one. That's a really good sword that we'll probably go ahead and roll. Just to have. Actually, let's go ahead and lock that. Speed check that because it's 9 speed. That's 9 speed, so we'll speed check that. That's a pretty decent one. We'll speed check that. 4 speed, that means it's... No, we're not speed checking that. That's garbage. And then you go through and you just go through and slowly, filter out your gear over time. Resilience, like, I wouldn't roll that. I could probably try to see if I get crit chance and crit damage on that. I would have to see if I get crit chance and crit chance on that. Crit chance and crit damage. Accuracy, resilience, that's garbage. Health effectiveness, flat health and effectiveness at that, that's garbage. That's garbage. Unless I was that desperate for crit chance, we try to roll something on that, but that's gone. Crit chance, crit damage, that's worth rolling. Health effectiveness, unless that rolls speed on the first 2, I wouldn't keep it. Then we have flat health, flat attack, that needs to go. Speed, crit damage, you would keep that and speed check it. Attack, resilience, you'd go ahead and trash that. So you'd basically go through and do stuff like this. That's the unfortunate thing is, what about it? Resilience, accuracy, 9 speed, chest. I would, if it's got 9 speed, I speed check them all. Like, because if it hits the speed all the way up, you can roll the junk, you can roll one of the junk stats off of it. Because if you end up with a max level speed piece, great, congrats, you've got something fast for somebody. Especially speed on speed set, you always want to speed roll it and speed check it, because if it hits, if it goes, you got somebody who's flying out the door. What about purely utility stats? No, because you need to make sure it's, if you're doing like tanky stats, you're looking at HP, defense, speed, resilience, effectiveness. Those stats together, yes, they can work, but you need to make sure that the unit doesn't use crit chance. Like, healers don't need crit chance. It's a wasted stat on them. Depending on the tank, if it's a actual offensive tank that's supposed to do damage, like actually do damage, then yeah, you need to look at crit chance and crit damage. If it's not a damaging tank, then no, you can just go full bulk on them, because their design is to literally be a sponge. If you're doing damage stuff, resilience and effectiveness isn't good on them unless there is something specifically they are debuffing. Debuffers, you don't normally want a lot of crit chance, crit damage. Getting 50 crit chance on somebody like Eternal isn't hard. but you need to make sure that you have your speed check in place so that she's not lapping somebody, and she's lapping somebody that you actually need, and she's not dirt slow to where your DPS goes before. Yes, 100%. That's where you level units at. That is the whole point of getting it 3 stars, and then you have your daily level up, which is what we talk about, what I mentioned earlier today with my team. I have a level me please stage, which is right here, which is just units that I use on all my skip tickets, whether it uses EXP or not. My daily routine is when I skip ticket something, it goes through this. And just to prove the point, I will go through and do the rest of my dailies real quick before I go. So, here we go. So we'd come over here, we're gonna go to event story, we're gonna go to hard. I need to come over here, select team. We're going to grab, in this case, we're gonna go create a different team real quick, which is going to be my event team. Because events are gonna be slightly different. So I'm gonna grab Diane and Ame so that I get 30% here. We're going to go grab now 2 characters we're trying to level up, which I see Cannon and Hilda. We're gonna grab her. So now we have the 2 characters we're leveling. We have our EXP right here. And now we're going to skip ticket all 20 of these stages with this team. And we're going to make sure that everything is getting nuked here. Display, apply. And now we are skipping the 20 stages for this. So now all of this is being converted over to... Why did that not delete that? Oh shit, I didn't have Epic up. Damn it, I didn't see that. So now I gotta go delete 20 of those. Alright, now we go to challenges. I will still use the same team here, even though they're not going to get EXP. But I'm gonna go ahead and sweep it with them because it is my sweep team. But I would go ahead at this point and I would change these back to the level me please thing. We're gonna go in here. We are still trying to get I think it's light stones, so we're gonna use these today regardless, even if it is or isn't. I'm gonna sweep all of these with the level me please. You'll notice there is no EXP showing up, so your unit is not gaining EXP. You're going to come down here to Doppelganger, and we are going to do, I'm trying to think how close do I want to try to push, let me look at Eternal real quick.
I'm not accepting requests for curses.
Eternal is a few days away. Okay, so I'll do it this way. I'm not worried about it because it's not going to push her over. So we're going to go ahead and challenge. We'll do Doppelganger. We're going to do this, which is going to get Valentine and Eternal leveled up. Again, we're going to sweep with this. Alright, there's those. Now we're going to come up here. And we're going to restore. And select team, restore. We're going to go ahead and run that one more time. And we'll run it. Ah, son of a bitch. I did it again. That's twice today I've clicked the button when I shouldn't have.
I'll do my best to be helpful.
Clicked the wrong button. And don't worry, you get it back. Yes. And then come over here, sweep another 5. So there we go. Now we got 30 total pieces for her today. And we're now out of entries for the day. Let's see here. We've swept that. We swept that. So now all of those are done. All of that is done. And we should be able to collect all of our stuff here. Spin our stuff. Spin our stuff. Collect all of this. Receive. I could have just clicked receive all. Alright, so we've got that. And then we're going to collect all of the rest of our dailies here, which are now complete. Collect that. Collect our weekly for this. Receive all. And then now we need to come over to Festival. We're almost there on the next one, but we can go ahead and get the trust level done, which is what we're going to take now. And we're going to go ahead and level somebody else up at some point to that, but that's pretty much what we're doing. Dang, rolled it's with max crit and crit damage. Nice. All right, well, that's it for me today. Tonight probably will be tonight probably will end up being Weathering Waves, because I do need to get on that grind harder than I've been taking it. So that is it for Outerplane today. I'm gonna get the video up here later today, go over the dev notice with y'all so that y'all can understand what is coming and what to look forward to and all of that stuff. So tomorrow morning we'll be back with Outerplane. Do feel free to hit me up
armor's defenses are better
when you
than
have time,
ever.
and if y'all have any questions, we can try to get the answers on Discord or comments, whatever, and we'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. So later, everybody.